If women stopped giving pussy to men that didn't take care of their kids, it would hold a lot of men accountable.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a dope.
I think a lot of men started becoming better fathers because of social media.
You getting held to task now.
You
getting held to task now. If women say, you know what, I see you here every day. You got a kid, and I see you at my crib all the time. But I never see you run the school. I never see you run the drop. You know what I mean? But you always here laid up, blah 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 blah. It would change a lot of the shit. Same thing I could say with men. If men started holding more women accountable in today's society, some women would have to sharpen their shit up.
Oh yeah, I've said for years, like single mothers, give these kids to their fathers. By the time these kids is 10, 11 years old, give these kids to their dads. Like, and that's daughters and sons. You gotta pack these niggas up. If you ain't locked in by 7th grade, you in a different type of uphill battle, because by 8th grade, they swear that they hot shit.
Hey Google, stop music, please. Do y'all say please to y'all
Yes.
AI? Mm-hmm. Are y'all polite to y'all AI?
Very. Except for when she starts she be smoking my shit. Alexa be pissing me off, and then sometimes I yell at her.
You're not supposed to say please.
Why?
Because they get confused by it.
They get confused by it?
I swear I saw this on Threads or something. I don't know how serious it was.
To see old Caribbean people argue with Alexa is insane. My mom be arguing with Alexa, like, bro, it's just stop, bro. Alexa, turn off.
Yes.
Listen. Like, yo.
No, for real, I do the same thing.
Yo, for real. Like, yo,
I do the same thing.
Arguing with Alexa, like, yo, you gotta chill, yo.
You ask Alexa one fucking question and she just keep talking. Alexa shut the fuck up.
It's not just like, that's how it works. There's certain command prompts you're supposed to give it, lady.
Yeah. Check 1, 2.
A hot mess.
Test.
Can I get my frills?
No Shame Gang was good. How y'all feeling out there?
They got a live audience too?
We are back in the blood clot.
Yes, sir. We bite.
In the what?
We bite.
Blood clot. He from
Guyana.
Guyana. He can't tell me how to say blood clot.
Actually, we don't say blood clot where I'm from. So
exactly.
No, but I'm just trying to understand why you decided to.
I just found out you from Trinity. Now you Trini.
Are you crazy?
Has she ever said she was Trini?
Not that I know of.
I never heard it.
Y'all never asked.
This nigga from the Virgin Islands, I didn't know nothing.
And that's not what I said.
Everybody. You over there just lying to people.
I had no idea. It's just everybody's from some different place. Cause
it's not even that.
A true bumble clot came in.
Technically, the bumble clot was really not necessary. The placement of bumble clot wasn't really called for, like in this context.
What does it mean?
It can mean it's like an action word. It can mean place, person, thing. It's a variety.
So it's not necessarily disrespectful.
No, not necessarily. Right. But I'm just saying, at this moment, it's
Bumble Ross.
Okay, you got it.
That's kind of crazy.
It's your shit, y'all. So whatever you
say.
But
that's crazy.
Trini, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Ross, that's Trini, right?
Ross? No.
The way you said it is Bayesian.
That's a little bit of everybody. Yeah.
The way you said it was Bayesian.
That's what I meant.
No. Rosshole, yeah. I'll give that to Barbados. I give Skunt. Skunt is very Guyanese.
And Virgin Islands, one of the smaller islands.
Yo, how they say it in North Carolina? Yes.
North Carolina, go on and stand up, take your shirt off.
Guys, I'm proud.
I do also
I'm proud
want
of
to
my
say,
background, guys.
Go Fayetteville.
I want to say, like I said, see y'all pick and choose what y'all like to hear from me, because I definitely said my father is from Guyana, and my stepfather was from Trinidad.
Who?
My stepfather was from Trinidad.
How the
my
fuck
sister,
you claiming your stepfather?
Because I said I was raised.
What the fuck?
I was raised with my Trinis. I didn't say. Did I say I was from there?
Yes. She's from there. She said that she represents her stepfather because he was in her life.
Thank you.
So
because you see my sister, Tyler, she's Italian and Trinidadian.
Yeah, no.
She's actually
not too much.
But I can see the Trini in her.
How you gonna see that? You can't see the Trini in my sister. You a black ass
a
lie.
little bit.
Why you did all that?
Nah,
you can see the Trini in my sister looks Spanish.
Cultural influence is important.
Salute.
That's why I lead more with the Jamaicans.
Speaking of cultural influence, how was y'all weekend?
What weekend?
Today's Monday. Yeah, today's Monday.
Oh, it was Saturday.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I sat in my house.
I love you for that. What'd you do?
Partied.
Partied. You from where?
Where am I from?
Yeah.
I'm from Brooklyn.
But you paid the party. You was paid the party. You got paid the party, right?
Something like that. Hosting a boat ride. So we was outside a little bit on Sunday.
So you celebrating July 4th.
Celebrating July 4th,
of America.
I see where you was trying to go with that. I was trying to curve it away, but I see where you was taking. Where you was trying
I'm
to
confused.
take it.
I'm just,
You're a
Guyanian,
little confused.
celebrating
Guyanese.
What did you say?
You're
Guyanian?
gonna get crucified on the internet. Don't do that. Don't do
It's
that.
fine.
Don't do that. Clean it up. Clean it
I'm
up.
from Marcy Projects. I ain't from none of them places. But
Insane.
Yes,
from
we was
Guyana,
outside. So yes,
you celebrating America's
Yes, I was
July
outside
4th.
celebrating America's independence, like partying, drinking rum, everything.
Right.
This is what y'all want. This is that's what you wanted to hear. I got you. I got time. I got time for the whole show. We got a whole what? Hour 1:15. I got you.
We got
I got
3
time. I got time.
hours of this.
Tron, what'd you do this weekend?
I went to a party.
Yeah.
July 4th.
Actually celebrating. Because I seen you liked what I said. I'm wondering.
It was my friend's birthday party. His birthday is on July 4th.
Oh.
Okay, I respect that.
What did you do this
You
weekend?
tried.
Why was your weekend?
I cleaned my bathroom.
Huh?
I cleaned my bathroom.
The entire weekend. The entire 4th of July weekend.
Well, my shit was a mess.
Okay.
And
Fair
I
enough.
cleaned my room too. I
Okay.
mopped.
Okay.
What happened?
You didn't do any other form of celebration?
So you did.
What?
You did service on July 4th.
That's what we was.
You,
That's what we was.
Yo,
With
you
respect
so
to my
petty.
ancestors.
He's so
With
petty.
respect to my ancestors.
Took it back to the
With
origins.
respect for your ancestors, you
Yeah,
should have
pay
been
homage.
chilling.
Not
I had
the
to pay
origin
homage.
stories.
I had to pay homage.
Y'all seen my video?
All my life. I had to fight. All my life. You paid homage. I heard you, bro.
That's crazy.
Y'all seen the video I made? Obviously, we all saw the damn video. I was questioning why Black Americans celebrate July 4th, the Independence Day of the masses.
I liked it.
Cultural programming.
Cultural programming. What does that mean?
I mean, they get Independence Day sales, Independence Day this. Go, you buy fireworks, you buy hot dogs. You get this. So it's cultural programming. They drained your mind from what the reality of independence, is, and gives you some discounts to make you feel like it's something to celebrate.
I would add to that, like, a lot of us are born from immigrant parents, and they came here to assimilate. So they absorbed a lot of American culture without necessarily questioning the origins and things of that nature. So
understanding of it,
we
right.
grew up as, the youth, absorbing it too.
It's time to play with firecrackers.
I feel like immigrants, though, they come with like, it's the land of the free because of where they from.
Yeah, these accents is frying me.
It's,
I gotta stop this shit.
Nasty.
Like, I have to stop.
it's the land of the free, right? Anything, you can do anything in America. So I understand immigrants because of where they from is completely different, and they come here for the opportunity, and it's 10 times where they from. It's 10 times, so I understand that. But it's Black Americans who were here and really was still enslaved. Y'all in the back, chink, 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 while these motherfuckers is celebrating their freedom. You're in the back, your chains is cutting through your ankles.
This is insane.
The imagery
And you're
is
celebrating your
disgusting.
children, your grandchildren is celebrating your masses' freedom.
No, that.
Please,
this is what I
educate
will
me,
say.
Miss Historian.
This is what I will say. I will say that we don't want to take it too far because of your decades. How many of those decades were you celebrating 4th of July up until you learned more about your history and about your past? So you can't crucify people that are not
Never.
quite there yet.
Absolutely not.
So
Absolutely
I don't want to do that. I don't think it's anything wrong with. At the end of the day, what was it? Saturday. It's a Saturday. That's an excuse alone to party, to do whatever you want to do. It was nice outside. That's an excuse alone to cook out. Like, it doesn't really matter. You celebrate however you want to celebrate. You don't celebrate however you
stand
don't
for
want to
anything.
celebrate. I don't.
You don't. Anytime we talk about the struggle, you say that's for them. That's for the young bucks. That's not for me. I'm too old. You the last person I'm thinking about when it comes to any protest or any type of anything.
Boy.
You ain't with nothing.
Why sign up for here today, dog? I didn't sign up for this.
I just want you to see, like, I want you to see how, because see, you
This is
have
your
a
experience?
perception. This is my daily
This is your
experience.
experience.
Because
Wow.
there's a perception of me on the internet, like, oh my God, she always just be spazzing on. You see how,
Right,
but
I didn't
it
see- I
start. The
didn't- I
episodes
get
be
that.
starting like
You're
this, and
triggered.
about the third one in, that's when I start
So like
wilding.
there's a catalyst. There's some sort of catalyst. that
He
creates
is the
this stuff.
catalyst.
Yeah, I see
This
that.
nigga
I see
is-
he's
this
rage
nigga is
baiting
wild.
the hell out of everybody since
Son.
Wow.
And then when I come on the
Ultimate
when the
antagonist.
clips is clipped, they're like, damn, son, she always yelling.
Yeah,
at
because I be
this
looking
nigga,
at the
like,
clips and I be like, yo, she just teared everybody heads off. Oh my God. But then
I'm-
I see now.
I'm mad nice,
I
son.
get it now.
I
get
just
it
be
now.
chilling. I was just trying to sit here and like help the other people that was
No.
celebrating, and this nigga said I don't stand for
If
anything.
you stand for nothing, you fall for anything.
Nah.
Who
this-
said it?
I don't know.
So why are you saying it?
I just said it.
And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this nigga,
Respect is honesty, though. You said, I don't know, but I heard it.
but he be trying to use shit against me that he don't even know.
Taylor said it.
Nigga, first of all, I used to go to your 4th of July barbecues.
That's insane.
You, nigga,
He don't know nothing now.
You!
That might happen.
Barbecue? What I had a barbecue?
You used to be outside grilling like a motherfucker. Now all of a
That
sudden,
might happen.
Now all of a sudden, fuck everybody.
So at what point did you stop grilling and having barbecue?
He
At what
stopped like
point?
3 years ago.
No, it did. I never. I probably celebrated last year.
But I stand for nothing.
Because
I can tell you what I did last year.
Asked
Nothing.
The question.
I was in my house last year too.
Why do we do it?
Who's we?
Collectively
Americans.
as a people.
Why do we celebrate the masters' independence when they denied our freedom for another 100 years? Just on paper, let alone whatever happened after that. Another 100, your whole next great grandfather's whole lifetime, they denied him.
We've been
They said they
programmed.
wrote it into the paper, the parchment. Yeah, them they only 3/5. They only take 2 of them to equal one of us. And we still jumping and hooting around. You think we could light fireworks on Juneteenth? You think we could do all the fuckery outside? You think they want us celebrating freedom the way they do?
No.
First of all, they just start. The accent is crazy. But they literally
It's 'cause
just.
of you, bro. I'm trying to show you some type of.
They just adopted Juneteenth as a national holiday less than 5 years ago.
And Trump taking it back. He's doing his best. He can't because of Congress. I read on it. He can't because of Congress.
He wanna turn
but he
everything
taking
back.
it where
He
you
wanna turn
the parks is still
everything
open.
back.
The parks you can't. Like he's doing what he can. He's like, what can I do? You know, he took Martin Luther King birthday. Make that not a real holiday. Martin Luther King of all people. What was you thinking? Like what did he do to you?
That's Marion nigga though. That's her guy.
But we celebrating their freedom. And let's be clear.
No.
It's their freedom. It wasn't ours. It was them getting freedom from Great Britain. It was them saying, hey, we are no longer property. We are no longer owned by our sovereign nation. We are our own people now. It's almost the same way as Haiti did from France. Am I right?
Correct.
We no longer, y'all can't fuck with us no more. We on our own.
Right?
But they had us in the back.
But what happened is, right, you fast forward 200 years and they be like, yo, Macy's got a sale for 4th of July. you wanna fight in chains or you wanna go take part in 40% off?
As Mouse would say, I'm surviving the system. So why wouldn't I take advantage of that?
You got people that are in a position now where like, what, am I gonna bitch over the past 200 years or I'm gonna take this Macy's sale? Like it's cultural we've been programmed and desensitized to a lot of things, and now we celebrate our own oppression. Literally we celebrate our own oppression. So.
I agree with you, Tahoe, but you could argue that black people help contribute to America, build America, and make it what it is.
Because they flayed the skin off your backs to
I'm talking
do
about
so.
even after that.
No black person was like, yo, let's go build this over here. They was like, whoosh, nigga, get over there. Whoosh, nigga, get over there. They cut your nuts off, feed them to you, put them in your mouth.
He's
eat your babies.
He's talking to
They
truth.
did
But
all
that
types
was-
of shit to make you. Listen, with
That
all due
wasn't to
respect to what we
everybody.
went through in order to do it, let's not act like it was a choice. They literally flayed the skin off your backs.
Right. But you see now what would happen.
Post-slavery. Let's say you working for a huge company and you don't own the company, you don't even own shares, but you contribute to the company's success. You celebrate the wins because you participated in the wins, you help get the victories. So it's like, you feel like you're part of the company.
If a nigga stole
You
your
just
bread
don't own it.
and invested into this company, do you really celebrate the company? For niggas stole, and you get nothing from it. They didn't give you no reparations. You didn't get no 40 acres, no mule, no nothing. To this day, they still trying to take back this little shit that you worked mad hard for. That your people died for. Bell, please jump in whatever you want. Fuck me.
I was about to give an example.
Yeah.
Like if Debo came, right, and
Exactly.
he like, yo, we can bitch and moan about how I beat you up, or we can go get some barbecue. What you want to do? I'll go get the barbecue. I'm gonna eat some chicken. Like, and that's literally what has happened. Like we've been, it's like, what, you want to bitch and moan about slavery, or you want to take this?
I'm okay with the barbecuing, but
I mean, like,
I feel Tahoe on like the fireworks and shit. I think it's a little OD. For us
Liz
to
was
really
wearing
be
a USA
celebrating-
shirt.
Who?
Liz was wearing a USA. She ain't
you had
from here. She from
you had a
Ghana.
USA shirt.
She was dancing and shit. I said,
You
Liz,
were dancing
she
in
said
a
I
USA
wasn't-
shirt?
She said I wasn't celebrating. I just like to dance.
In the USA shirt. You got a picture of it? What the shirt look like?
It's on the gram, I saw.
You seen it?
Yeah, let me see. I want to see. Let me see.
Liz was getting busy. Go ahead, Trump. Show.
You was whining in the USA shirt? You was whining? Or you just
No,
like,
I'm not fucking Liz.
Oh, sorry. So sorry. Let me see.
Liz
Sorry.
is my sis.
Oh, Liz is
And she was.
I'm dodging.
She was like, oh no.
I was in my house on my couch talking to my
Alright,
best
Dodge.
friend drinking margaritas.
All right, Dodge. Let me ask you a question. Real shit.
Oh, she was out to. Okay. Full USA. I see.
Full USA outfit.
Full USA outfit.
Said I'm not celebrating. I wasn't celebrating. I was just hanging out with my friends.
That's a celebration-ish to me. It looks
You look a little celebratory.
having a good time-ish to me. So.
I reserve my
Josh, can I ask
thoughts.
you a question?
You reserve
Real
your
question,
thoughts?
right? If I wanted to. Now I know I've accused you of not being a frontliner. I apologize. Just trying to prove a point. But if I was to ask you, right? If I feel so much of a way, Mel, please, Tron, please, yesterday, please. Yesterday, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
I just found out you from North Carolina.
That's insane.
Yeah, find out things every day, brother.
I think nobody can actually be from North Carolina, but that's another conversation.
That's it.
Yeah, he's an antagonist for real. Fuck you, just
Tell your friends I'm not a bad
It's not you. I got
person.
you. I got you. It's not you. It's not
It's
you.
never
It's not
been
you.
me.
Here in North Carolina, that's it.
Pete Pablo. Pete Pablo.
Like, where your family from? North Carolina. How? All right. Anyway, yesterday I love you. You know that.
I love you.
In today's world, 2026, if I wanted to protest July 4th, what would I do? How could I make it a thing, right?
How could
I
you make it a
America
thing?
feel it? Because it's more about the fact that the government, to me, the reason that this bothered me is because of the situation in the White House today.
Mm-hmm.
That's more my problem. The fact that the Confederate flags, you've always had a problem with this.
Don't even talk
Walking
about that.
through the Capitol
I hate a loser.
on the day we were freed or claimed freedom. The Confederate flag, the treasonous states.
You know they was carrying flags of the American flag upside down,
Upside
and technically
down.
that's treason too.
That's treason.
But they ain't gonna do it.
That's man down. That's country down. That's we've taken it over.
They gonna let them rock though. They gonna. It's okay.
You
They're-
can't do it. It's actually a law.
Right, but they're not gonna get in trouble for it.
Of course
So,
not. Why would
they're not
they?
gonna get in trouble.
And they walking through the Capitol.
Again,
So
for
your
the
question,
second time.
So your question lies, right? What could you do to protest?
Like really, what would make
As
sense?
as an individual,
As
or
Black
as
Americans,
as collective.
or people who felt a way about the mistreatment of marginalized communities and what it stands for: freedom, life. What is it? Liberty, justice for
Life,
all,
liberty, and the pursuit of
a
happiness.
pursuit of happiness.
If you ask my opinion, right? Forget our generation. We're talking about just YNs. Just use YMs. If Kai Cenat, if Talil, if all these streamers, got on there and said, "Yo, we protesting this from this point on," everybody would follow. Literally, all the young kids that are following them would literally be like, "Yeah, you damn right. We going, yeah, whatever." It is. So, it's about like using that space to do that. That's
Streamers.
I'm just using that subcategory of individuals.
I
right?
don't.
I'm just using them as an example to say like if the people that have the voice or the ability or the power to conform thought, because some of us are just we follow the
I know that was worse.
That's a
You know
good
what I mean?
point. I can't think of anybody from the YN generation that's revolutionary, that has a platform.
They give those people a
Can't think of
platform because they know
anybody.
they're not they're gonna keep the people dumb to it.
Like we grew up on Public Enemy and shit like that. Like where's this generation's
Right
version of
now
that?
the generation's platform is giving Ice Spice, and so that's supposed to be leading
By the way,
the
if she
cultural
was
thought
kissing
process.
that
I mean, like
Spider-Man,
let's be real, like no disrespect, but
I heard they were sharing a vape.
I think that
Share a vape.
yeah, that's very
How do you
cracky.
share a vape?
I don't know. I think that Black people. I don't think this is our fight. And I don't think that we need to be silently or abruptly protesting anything, because we are consistently on the front lines and the forefronts of all of the things, all of the revolutionary things that have happened in this country. I don't think this is our fight. I think white people need to go talk to other white people about why they being disrespectful to their country. And I think that Juneteenth belongs to us just the same way that like Black History Month belongs to us, like the same way Women's History Month belongs to women. Like we all have our subsects of things. I don't think it's our responsibility, and I really don't want to see Black people en masse doing anything against the country because why? Like, what is the why of it?
I agree.
You agree?
Let the patriotic white people
Yeah.
fight with the Confederate flag white people,
Yep.
and have that. Yeah, let's stay out of the white people's business.
I'm big on staying out of white people business. I ain't even say nothing about them white people that was martyred. I didn't say a word because I don't like. I'm staying out of white people's business at this big age of mine. Y'all could do what y'all want to do, beloved.
When that white lady got shot in Minnesota the other day during the winter time, and then all the white people started protesting, and black people was like, "We gonna sit this one out," because I've been trying to tell you for a little while. You was ignoring me. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just sit home and
it's worse than that. It's them taking the DI, it's the books, the Black history out of the schools. It's them taking down monuments, or basically saying that we cannot have Black history. They're taking Black history from us.
But that also is to subdue us from, and our kids and the kids that are coming, to subdue them from knowing what the real history is. If I take this away from you, give you an iPhone 17 and say you could have an iPhone 17 or read this book about slavery, which one are you gonna take at 11 years old?
Right. But that's why. That's also, so it's about the Confederacy shit and what's happening in the government, but it's also about them trying to strip our identity from us.
I don't know if that's necessarily the case because I think it's bigger than that, right? Because, like, thinking about myself, growing up, I did not learn a lot about Black history from school or from the curriculum in school. I learned it from home. I learned it from those teachers that decided after they were done with curriculum that they wanted to give us they wanted to tell us more and teach us more and give us things to read and stuff like that. I learned it from taking extra courses in college. Like, this is how I learned a lot of the information that I know. I learned it from, even I'm still learning from just looking at certain things on like Instagram and TikTok, and they recommended certain books to read. So then I'm going to go out and buy those books. And then, like, these are the things that we have to do just to make sure that we preserve our history with our children. But then there's a subsect of Black people that still don't know our full history, that are still shocked and appalled and have no idea what's going on because nobody taught them either. So it's like, it's bigger than thinking about all of the things that they're taking away from us. They always said, like, the one way to hide something from a Black person is to put it in a book. Niggas is not reading. We're reading at an all-time, like, low. So at the end of the day, it's bigger than that. Like, they could take everything in the world away, or it could all be there. Like, niggas is not in droves taking their kids to the African American Museum or making them read books.
So why not use a moment like that is highly heralded, to make a stance and say, yo, ours is Juneteenth. We were still slaves this day.
Yeah.
Why not use that in mass?
But we do. We've started. It
By
started.
not celebrating the country's independence and saying, no, you were actually still a slave. That's for them. They've made it clear. That's theirs. This is ours. 100 years later. That's a stance to make. That's something to really, like, think about.
It would take a reshaping of a whole culture. Our culture.
Isn't that what we need anyway?
Child, we need a lot of things, and that's at the low.
It sends back to the comment that I made about somebody like your man that's gonna be in Yankee Stadium, right? Using it. I got it. I don't want to say it. So I'm not trying to get in. I'm just saying it goes back to that. If that person came out and said, you know what, come July 4th, we ain't coming.
Oh,
everything changed.
Exit.
He tried to use
Come July 4th, we not celebrating nothing. Like, does that not?
Yo,
Are you gonna be like, yo, Jay-Z said we ain't outside July 4th, we ain't outside?
No.
Yo,
it would make a difference.
It actually would.
I don't think so.
If Beyonce came out and said nobody move on July 4th.
Well, Jay-Z would dodge.
But that's
everything will shut. If all these people use their ability and their platform, the power that they've been given for whatever their skill set is, and said collectively, we not standing for, we not celebrating none of this no more. It shifts the whole thing because everybody's following them and looking at them. Whatever they say we're gonna do, whatever hairstyle she puts out, we're gonna wear, and whatever Jay-Z puts out, we're gonna buy. So if those people now did that, right? Not just them. I use them as an obvious example, but I'm just saying, our people that have the platform and ability on a whole, if they came out and said, "Hey, we need to stand for this," everybody will now follow that lead.
Yeah, he's cooking because I feel like Jay-Z did have the power to tell NFL to stop kneeling. So if you have the power to do that, then you have the power to do other things as well. So I feel like it works both ways. Okay. I get it.
You disagree? Why? I hear it in your head. I want to know.
Oy vey. No, it's fine. Just.
I want to know. I want to know what your thought is.
I like I said to you before, like, I don't need somebody else to tell me what to do and what not to do. Y'all waiting for Jay-Z and Beyonce to stand up when you can just go put that shit in your group chat and tell your family and tell your friends. And this is why, like, you can have a bigger impact by actually talking to the people that you care about and explaining why you don't want to do this thing anymore than waiting from a grandiose gesture from a stranger.
We're not saying waiting, right? Yes, I can put that in my group chat and have my family, and I reach out to everybody in my family and friends in my group chat and all that.
And some of them gonna be like, fuck out of here, I want to barbecue.
Jay-Z can make a post and 100 million people will see it in a matter of 5 seconds.
Jay-Z don't even make posts.
But you understand the point I'm trying to make?
Good, yeah.
Jay-Z can make a post and within 5 seconds...
He ended the NFL boycott.
Within 5 seconds, 100 million people or more on this planet will be watching that and instantly move. At least 30 to 50% of them will be moved by what he says and will follow what he says to do.
Actually, that's kind of fucking sad then. If you want to be technical, that's kind of sad. Like, again, where my good friend says that I stand for nothing. Like, when we're talking about moral compass, I don't need somebody to tell me, somebody that I admire for music or I admire for art or I admire for literature. I don't need them to tell me or give me the moral compass of what's right and what's wrong. Again, 4th of July, I was sitting in my motherfucking house on my couch. I don't need an audience. I don't need to tell nobody what to do. I'm going to do what I want to do, what I feel is right. So whether Jay-Z come out tomorrow and say it or Beyonce come out tomorrow and say it, I'm going to do the same thing next year that I did last year, that I did the year before that I did the year before that. I don't care.
All right, so there's still how many black people are in this country? Give or take. There's about 50 million black people in this country, right?
Like that.
You're the one individual that said, I will do what I want to do and I don't need to do. Cool. There's about 49 million other black people that don't have the same mind frame that you have, or the power of thinking that you have to say, you know what, I'm gonna stand for something. Nah, most of them be like, shit, Jay-Z said I'm doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's
what we do. We follow the actors, we follow the celebrities.
This is why all the platforms have been taken away from people like Dick Gregory and the people that you need to hear. Dick Gregory died. Forgive me, but I'm just using those examples, and they're giving to people again like Ice Spice. Now, why do you have a platform to lead? Why? Who's leading our generation of young kids?
Let me play this thing right here. Let me see if he plays.
A lot of y'all out here saying we ain't our ancestors. Y'all still saying that. And you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Because the smell of Hennessy glaze, salmon, and mac and cheese stuffed into a turkey leg will put the fight for liberation at a pause with a swiftness. You're right. We ain't our ancestors. Nah. We worse than that. We ain't dying about this shit. They did all the work. We think we got to pause. We ain't organizing like our ancestors. You know what we doing instead? Instead, you see a white man jigging, and now you can't run fast enough to let him know that he's invited to the cookout. You are absolutely right. We are not our ancestors. Oh, no. We ain't. We soft. Okay? Ain't nobody invited to the cookout. Let me say, ain't nobody invited to the cookout that's not black. I don't give a damn if they know the words to a Lil Boosie song. Or they can do the Dougie. Or they can cornrow. Ain't nobody invited to the cookout. Do you hear me? Okay. Are we invited to reparations? Oh. We still getting lopsided, unfair sentences while others are getting leniency? Oh. Oh, my bad. No, but enjoy your little brunch, though. Because, we ain't our ancestors. We worse than that.
I mean...
Another shout out to Rock Nation brunch. It's crazy.
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
I don't get why having a white friend that comes to a barbecue is equivalent to reparations and other legislation that she's talking about. Like, you could do one, don't got nothing to do with the other. For one. And two, it's okay to have allies. There are some white folks that are on the right side of history, and they can come to even if the cookout is a quote-unquote cookout. If it's not a literal cookout, I get what she's saying, right? Maybe it's not literally. But it's okay to have in fact, not every, but most of the gains that we've made as far as civil rights has come with allies. Like, you have to have people that are part of the infrastructure to help change the infrastructure. It's just the way change works.
I think that one of my favorite movies is Mississippi Burning. I know, mad old. But when they went down south and those white people that went down there to protest the voting stuff, and they end up getting killed alongside the black people, right? I feel like part of the point of when people say that is there was a level of work that went in, right? The organizing before, the gathering the buses, the traveling, the standing out. You know what I'm saying? So being inducted into quote unquote the cookout wasn't just granted access for nothing, basically. You know what I'm saying? You just look cool. It feels nice. You said something cool, so now you're in. No, this was like a boots on the ground, 100-degree weather. You might get killed. You might get pistol whipped. You might get thrown in. You know what I'm saying? Because you're standing with us.
You smoke it.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what people are talking about. It's like, yo, you're inviting niggas to the cookout. We have a cookout because we're not allowed over there to eat. So now you we got ostracized from over there. Now you bringing the niggas that ostracized us over into our shit.
And it's also the fact that they, like she said, they're doing the Dougie or the corn. Like, it's like, just because you adopted hip hop or you act like us, don't mean you're using your privilege to help us. That's really what it's about. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so the people that you're talking about that you might be cool with, how much are they actually willing to die about you? Because you ain't got no choice. When they come this way, you ain't got no choice.
Yeah,
they do.
Down. Yeah.
Are they going to use it, or are they going to be like, that's fucked up? What happened to Tron?
Right. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's a valid point.
I had a long week last week, and the only reason I'm gonna bring it up is because Mel Vibes brought up the streamers. My godson was murdered last week. Briscoe B is a drill rapper
Condolences.
out in Coney Island.
That's your godson? Yeah. I did hear about that. Yeah.
My godson, yep. A couple days later, there's a 8-person shootout around the corner. I'm assuming it's
related.
You know what I'm saying? Get back. And well, for me, I want to know what us men in this room are actually doing to change the circumstances of our communities. What are we actually doing? Because the women, they right there with these kids every single day. Every single day. Some of us might be, Trom, you and I are both fathers. We're there, right? This one is actually in the community. That one's actually in the community. Do the men that know better, do we owe more? Do we owe our communities for not being there for all of that time? Or like to offset what the fuck we see going on out there?
I do think it's our obligation, once we understand the game and how it really works, to pay it forward. Because at some point when you was 20, there was a 40-year-old dude, 45, was trying to spit game to you. He was like, what are you talking about right now? I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
But now we're in that person's shoes and we're looking at it like, I see what they were trying to show us and trying to kind of protect us from.
When he came and got me, I went, though. They had the Crown Heights Youth Collective over there. It was a dude who took a fancy to my mom's. My pops wasn't around, but he came and he dragged my ass over there. And what the fuck was it? I don't know. It's like they grew their own fruit and shit like that. They had their own classrooms and shit.
Teach you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a community garden.
Like type shit. They had they put us to work and educated, read and shit like that. I went. Because other than that, I really didn't have. I'm not gonna say I didn't have no choice, but it was older dude that took interest. I didn't have no men around me. Right. And you know what I mean, it took me and put me in a community. How much of that are we actually doing? Especially now that we getting $2.
There's a lot of that happening. It's not as broadcasted as everything else. Or it's not as I don't say publicized. Yeah, it's not as publicized as everything else and the things that are negative. But there are a lot of us that are trying to make differences, that are trying to teach, that are trying to impart in whatever ways we can. Me specifically, I try to use my comedy as a way to drop the medicine in the food, right? Because I know if I say the things I want to say, I'm going to get blackballed. My wing going to get clipped before I get off the ground. So I find ways to disarm you with the humor, and then teach you and enlighten you in some sort of way, shape, or form. You may not like everything that I post or my content with the cases, but if you pay attention, there's always some little gem that I'm trying to post, even if it's in my stories, about everything that's going on, like everything that's going on around us, just as humanity, black, white, and every individual. Speaking back on the community stuff, again, condolences to your godson. I hate to sound like this, realistically, but it's so much beyond. It's as in our hands as we feel it is.
Son,
It's
I was scared of him.
as in our hands as we feel it should be.
I was scared of him. I'm gonna keep it real with you. He was. I remember when he was controllable, but I was so worried about getting my life. Like I had just come home from prison, so I was trying to get my shit together because I was on a mission to take care of my kid and not be a loser. Like I was trying to figure it out. Yeah. I ain't have no real way. I didn't have no degree, but I was trying to figure it out. When I came back around, who the fuck is this nigga?
He became a monster.
Who is this nigga?
He's a monster.
And I remember, Drew, don't clip this. I asked his dad, I told y'all, yo, you gotta go get him. And he said, my son gonna learn in the street like I learned in the street.
Yeah.
Y'all remember I told the story on the show. I'm watching, some nigga sent me a video of them pumping his chest as he bled out. And I never forgot that. Like, damn, we actually gave up on this nigga. I was scared of him. I'm telling you the real truth. Nigga, when he died, we had a group chat. Me and a bunch of street niggas from back in the days, whatever it may be. Niggas like, yo, I'm not reposting that. Them little niggas is looking to see who reposted it. How the fuck you niggas is even, y'all scared to repost your own? Because these little niggas is crazy.
They will knock your head off quick.
They in the comments talking about we smoking on him.
We knock your head off quick,
what?
dog.
They come to the funeral, dig up the grave, shoot the
So you over there, right? And you're saying, what can we do as men to stop this? And then
I don't know.
They're getting pumped King Von music and drill music in their head non-stop. Run down on the ops, blink on the ops, spin the block on the ops all day long. That's all they're hearing. That's all they're being fed into. And you come and try to say, hey man, why don't you go to school and do something positive?
I told him, bro.
And you're looking at, and they're looking at you like, I got a Draco. What are you talking about? Like, so it's a very challenge. And I speak on that the way I do, whether you clip this or not, because I'm a father of two boys, right? And unfortunately, I'm in a situation where the court is involved, and I don't communicate well with the other side. So it limits, as black men, our ability to protect our own, because it is designed for them to fall down that slippery slope.
Fucked up, bro.
That's by design. Your godson didn't die just by chance. It's by design. It's but the way the music is constantly played. Think about the music that we listen to on the radio all day long. Think about I use to say Power 105. Remember when Sexy Red came out with My Woody Ho Brown? The first time you heard it as a grown adult, you was like, "Fuck is this trash?" Yeah. No disrespect to anybody's art. I'm just being real. First time you heard it, you was like, "Fuck is this?" And then whoever's in control of that kept it spinning. So that after a while, you driving their car like,
bruh.
So it's literally programmed into you, and they programmed this. It's so deeper than we can ever imagine, and it's so hard to fight because you're trying to show them, hey, you're not going to get far. You're going to die, and they looking at you like, what? I got a Draco. What are you talking about? What? It's almost like.
I do feel like though. I'm sorry if I'm skipping.
No.
Right now, y'all. I do want to get y'all input, but I think. What you said, you were father of two kids. There was a conversation on there just very quickly. And niggas was like, yo, would you snitch if Gucci like, oh, you was trying to leave and they lifted Draco up on you but you was a street. I said, bro, I'm calling the cops immediately as soon as I go outside. I'm not a street nigga no more. I'm a father. I'm a husband. Like that's my identity. All that other shit trying to prove that my dick is big as that nigga and my ego is as big as him and he ain't gonna, bro, you go deal with the people, them, and the 12. You go deal with them, right? Because there's gonna be repercussions. I'm actually doing you a favor. The other route is, you know what I'm saying? And I don't owe you that. I don't owe you my life in exchange for yours, my nigga.
All right.
But I look at the fact that Mel just said, yo, I'm a father. Again, Drew, don't clip this. My best friend, he died, right? Hustling last year. His son in jail. My other best friend, he going through his mourning process right now. His son died. My other one just came home from prison. His son died. Don't clip this. I'm glad they don't listen. But it's like, yo, we was all just standing around on the corner not raising our kids. None of us was that involved in our kids' life.
Accountability has to be had in this moment.
When I was in jail, somebody asked me this today. completely separate, just on some bullshit, right?
How long you was in jail for?
A year and change, but I was actually bugging out in the street, right? I was bugging, right? I went to trial for attempted murder, and just took the pleas for the other smaller counts of drugs, whatever. Went upstate. When I went upstate, my mother brought my daughter to come see me. On the visiting floor, this girl is 6 years old, little princess, little girl. I hadn't spent much time with her because I was always in the street ripping and running. I wasn't thinking about it. Yo, it's your mother's job to raise a kid. I ain't thinking about that, right? But the COs is walking around being dicks. Yo, move that. You can't have that right there. No touching, no hands. Yo, You know, I'm talking to my daughter, like you, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm looking around at this little ass girl in this penitentiary. And in my head, I said, you teaching her that this is okay.
Yeah, this is where you come to see dad.
This is where you're gonna wind up seeing your boyfriend at. You're gonna marry. And when my mom's left, I got on the silver phone, the silver jack, and I said, don't bring her no more, right? And I went and laid in my cell, and my life changed right there. Right there. When I hit the streets, the first thing I went and did was go get her. Bags in my hand, walking with her in the street, learning who she is. Right, you understand what I'm saying? That moment actually, just don't cry, that shit fucked me up too. But that moment actually changed me from who I was before that. That moment on that visiting floor. You understand what I'm saying? But now I look and I said, fuck, bro. All our kids is dead. My godson, my other son, one is in prison. Thank God he's still alive, but he gone for 10, 15 years. The other one, they put him down on Chauncey years ago. Like, damn, bro.
Yeah, I dying over nothing. It's not even like
nothing. No real beef.
You haven't seen the world yet. You haven't even traveled.
Little niggas, Mel.
Looks like this is just Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn is the center of the universe, and it's like there's so much bigger than this. There's so much more than this.
But we was worried about chasing the Joneses. All of us. We wasn't even doing nothing but buying shit and spending it and going to the club and doing whatever. All of us.
Yeah.
And look at our offspring. And I'm just like, I'm wondering, I'm saying this, and I might get barked on by my friends and shit. I understand that. But I also feel like there's a lesson to be learned by any man that's out here. You don't want to see that video of them pumping. Yeah, my man had to go identify his son, bro. They shot him in the face. They shot him in the chest and they walked over and they hit him. You know how these drill niggas is. They bugged out. They walked him over. They walked over to him and hit him all in the face to disrespect him. I see the video of the police trying to. You don't want your kid to. You don't want to see your kid like that. I don't give a fuck what you thinking that you gotta do in life. I don't give a fuck what you think is important. Do you think it's gonna be that important when they send you that video or you get that call? He identifies as a father. That means something. I've been saying this on the show for a long time. That means something. We need to realize how important that is, bro.
I created the whole Mel Vibes persona.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No. These are things that actually need to be discussed, right, and need to be heard for people that are in our positions. And I tell people all the time, like, I created Mel Vibes, or the thought process of Mel Vibes, so I can show my kids you can do anything you put your mind to, right? And at the time my first son was being born, Tekashi 6ix9ine was hot. Like, Tekashi 6ix9ine was a thing, right? Before he got the whole thing with Treyway and all that. And I was thinking to myself, like, is Tekashi 6ix9ine gonna raise my kid?
Yeah.
That was literally my thinking when Kaden was born. Like, yo, is Tekashi 6ix9ine really gonna be the influential aspect of what my kid looks up to from, like, because no matter how much your parents influence you,
right?
Like, you gonna look up to the people that you see on TV or whatever the case is. So I'm like, you know what? I'd be a damn fool if I didn't put my hat in the ring and say, let me have a say outside of this house too, right? And also, if I'm telling you as a I gotta say as a father first before I even say black man, you can do anything you put your mind to, and I don't do it. That's like me smoking crack and telling you not to smoke cigarettes in front of you. I'm not doing my service if I'm not going out there saying, all right, I am going to do it, put my best foot forward and do things that I'm telling you you can do it. Learn how to crack the algorithm so I can teach it to you so you can skate through this now, because this shit is a slalom. There's life shit, especially as black kids, and me haven't been arrested the amount of times I've been arrested, haven't been going to court as much as I go to court, and understanding how it's truly designed. our duty is to teach them as much as absorb everything we can and feed it back to them the right way. So the whole male vibes thing, while it may be great for some people that love the comedy, some people that love the music, the whole thought process is my kid's going to have internet one day, right? And they're going to look and say, well, my dad ain't out here doing dumb shit. And my dad is kind of known, so I can do, he did it. And if I can tell you the steps and say, hey, don't worry about that. Don't worry about them on the corner because they're not coming to see you when you get locked up. Yep. Ain't then when your homeboys came and checked you on the visiting floor.
No, he did. He actually did.
Okay, well, you're the rare.
But he wasn't the street nigga.
I'm just saying. I'm saying like on street shit. Like they're not coming upstate to see you.
I shouldn't have disagreed, but he said like,
he's a real. That's why he's sitting here. That's why he's sitting here. I mean, it was a long trip. That's why he's sitting here. But I'm just realistically, right?
With the Buttman magazine and all that.
That's some shit.
Why we do this? This nigga came with Buttman magazine.
To answer your question, I'm gonna steal from both of y'all because both of y'all ended where I was going to start. To answer your question, like, what could we do? The first thing is get your own mind right. You know what I mean? Like, you had to get your mentality right with your daughter, and that's where it starts. You can't be an example to anybody. You can't be a mentor to anybody if mentally you're not in the right place. Because what are you going to say? What are you going to do as an example if you're not moving in the right direction? So that's the first thing as far as what we could do as OGs in our community. And we was talking about this before we hit record, like, and I was saying, like, not everybody is meant to do everything, right? Because I got some dudes that's really Brooklyn Combine, Kenny, Phil, Bonzu, they, like, work in, like, juvenile detention centers. They work with the kids that's in trouble and try to reform them. They teach them skills. They teach them photography. They teach them all types of shit, legal stuff, to give them skills so when they get out, they could have a better life, right? Yeah. Not everybody is built for that in the trenches type of stuff, but everybody could do something, even if it's just being a good dad. Or there's a younger kid on the block that you just put under your wing. You know what I mean? So just simple things like that. Black men, I just want y'all to show up in your community, whether it's on your block, whether it's with your family, your little cousins. Just be an example for kids. You know, not everybody gotta be in the school systems and be as hands-on as some of us are, but you can do something.
Let me say this. I don't mean to cut you at the end of your statement. A lot of black men are showing up and also are not getting recognized. Not that they're doing it for recognition, but there's a lot of black men that are showing up, that are willing to do the work, that actually fight, that actually go into battle for their own and for ones that look like us. And it's not highly publicized, right? It's highly publicized. The minute you slip out of line, they're
black men.
Shout out,
Lord, the black men, you sent us out here doing this.
But there's the ones every day that are doing it unsung with no question asked, not asking for some sort of recognition, not any of that stuff, because it needs to be done and it's the right thing to do. There's black men out here that's getting the shit done for people that look like them, even whether I could take race out of this for just 1 minute, right? Just from a humanity standpoint. There's men out here that are literally trying to do the right thing for people as a whole. And then we get back into black men that have it equally as tough. Because every time we step outside, you and me, we don't got to worry, but we got to worry about not just the ops. We also got to worry about the police. We got to worry about if a woman feels uncomfortable, we walk next to them. We got to worry about a whole lot of shit that makes it very difficult for us to just be at peace. And there are black men that are still showing up day after day, even when the shit is difficult. I can speak to this because I'm living this situation. Even when a court tells you can't see a kid, the baby that you raised, that God gave you, and I put to bed every night, and all of a sudden you're involved in telling me I can't see it. Yeah, so I still got to. Am I going to crash out, or am I going to quit, or am I going to still show up? I'm going to show up for your kid. I'm going to show up for your daughter. I'm going to show up for your son, because it's the right thing to do. It's literally what the ancestors want us to be doing. Can I say that comfortably? It's what the ancestors are giving us a platform like this to keep doing, to enlighten, to teach, to give opportunity. There's a lot of black men that don't get the recognition they need to, and they need to start getting recognized for it.
Josh, first of all, I apologize for hitting the trauma button in here.
That's needed sometimes, dog.
Yeah.
Like sometimes these conversations are super healthy to have and need to be heard. Like,
you work with kids
every day.
You work with the boys.
The boys, those are my babies.
What are you feeling about this convo?
Listen, I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. There are several things that black men need to do and need to start doing. One, y'all gotta get in these schools. And I don't know how many times I gotta say it. Like, y'all have to get in these schools, and y'all have to be more than the gym teacher. Like, teach math, teach ELA, teach history. Like, you have to go to school and care about your own education, and then use that as a catalyst to go get these kids and get them to care about their education. Because the brass facts of it is, in 10 years that I've been in education, it is very women dominated, and our boys need this a little bit more than our girls right now. That's number one. Number two, when I say father your sons and father your kids, it's bigger than just yours. Y'all got to start being a neighborhood dad. Y'all need to start being like that father that all of the friends can come to, that safe space for all of the friends, like getting your kids and all of their friends and knowing who their friends are and making positive examples with the community, because you can't just do it in a vacuum alone with your child and just raise your child one way, and then they go out and have influences from all of these different people, and then your way is not going to work. You got to get all of them. Like, one thing that my brother Greg does, and I think it's like so dope, is he'll like make days to bring all our kids together to do something. It's just like Uncle Greg Day. And he like, yo, I'm taking all the kids and we all gonna go here. We all gonna go do this or that. Like, we're about to do a bowling day in like 2 weeks. And I can't wait for that, because then the kids, they get together. You have like-minded people. You have the kids that you know, if their dad is not as prevalent in their life, or just the days that all the fathers take, it's like daddy daycare. All the fathers take all the kids, and the moms, we just go do whatever the fuck we want to do. Like, y'all have to start doing more of that. Niggas could plan vacations, they could buy bottles in the club, but what are y'all doing for y'all children and y'all children's friends? And like, I understand that co-parenting and things like that are difficult, but fighting for your kid is like the most important thing in the world, and not only resting and relying on the mother or the relationship with the mother to get information. Like, parent teacher night, you should know when it is. Your kid's doctor, your kid's teachers, you should know their names. You should be at the school too. Like, y'all not just there for disciplinary things. Like, you show up, drop your kid off, pick your kid up. Up into high school. Like, stop thinking that after elementary school that parenting is over and the kids like, oh, they old enough that they could da-da-da-da. No, they're not. Middle school is the most important time in a kid's life, especially a young black boy. I've seen it. I have seen it time and time again. And when you're talking about being in the trenches, or me being there, like, I remember last year, my kids, some of my boys had beef with kids from a neighboring school. And I heard that they were getting jumped like a couple of blocks away from my school. I swear to God, it was me and 3 other dudes against 20 YNs. I swear, I was just like, oh my God, this is about to be some bullshit. And like, and I'm in the trenches and I'm in there like grabbing my kids up out of like my essential hoodie. I still can't wear it. I still got blood on that shit. That shit do not come out. Like, I'm in there. I'm there with my kids. I'm on the ground with my kids. And I can tell you, none of them boys' fathers came to that school. None of them boys' fathers. And I called them. Because I like to call dad. I don't want to call mom. I want to call dad. Mm-hmm. The mother showed up. Mm-hmm. Not one father showed up for them boys after I said what happened. After I called and said, like, and that shit is like disheartening, because the boys get a lot of mothering in school. They get a lot of that like feminine energy, that love and care, but they need that from the men too. And when I look around, it's not a lot of them. It's not a lot of black men in these schools.
I spoke about this, and I think I spoke about my failures as a father myself. I spoke about it on my Instagram, and it's like, and this is not an excuse, it's just experience. This is my experience. There's this thing where I don't want to say you don't find it, and for all of the fathers out here that disagree and that understand it, please understand this. Everybody has different experiences. I'm just literally speaking from my experience. For one, I didn't grow up with a dad. I didn't grow up with no men in my family.
Yep.
Like there's men around, but one is a hustler over here. I never seen him with his kids. The other one lives in Orlando, Florida. You know what I mean? Like I didn't see my uncle in LA. He was gay. You know what I mean? And he had a interesting relationship with his his son was there, but they had an interesting relationship, right? So it wasn't one that I would have emulated for whatever reason. I loved them both, but when I came home from prison and I had a child, or when I was in the street, I just didn't have that intimate connection with being a father. I was more concerned with being successful. I just wanted to be somebody that was respected, even somebody I could look at in the mirror, whether it was when I was in the street, whether it's when I came home from prison, when I was trying to find my way. I didn't have no degree. I had failed so much growing up that I didn't really have a certain belief system in myself. I just really wanted to be somebody, and raising a kid didn't seem like the thing for me to be super focused on.
Yeah.
I was wrong for that, but I just didn't have that intimate connection with being a dad the way I would look at my baby mamas, both of them. Mothering came first, and they did everything around being a mother. Going to get this job, going to school, to whatever hustle they had, it all revolved around being a mother. Whereas me, you ask me, why I need you to come to the school, I gotta go to work. I love when parents say that, because I had to really like spaz on a parent at some point in my career. Like, oh, I have to go to work. I can't show up for my son. I said, we all at work. So what are you saying? Come get your kid. Like, come get your kid, or he can't come to school tomorrow. And then you really can't go to work. So what you gonna do? I'll be there in 2 hours. Exactly. Exactly. Because it's so easy to make excuses to pass off and pacify why you can't, why the. Everybody works. We all gotta raise these kids. Everybody works. I don't care that you have to go to work. Your child needs to become a priority at some point, and I'm going to tell you, make your kid a priority. I'm the one that's going to be on the phone on hots with you. Did y'all always have an intimate relationship with being a father?
Yeah. I mean, you helped me out a lot. You know, you had your daughter, my goddaughter first, and, you know, you helped me through the fatherhood thing. You know what I mean? And luckily I had good examples. You, my brother, my pops.
But you came from a two-parent household, too.
Yeah, but even still, it's not as instinctual. You know what I mean? I was just having this conversation the other day, like, you know, maternal instinct, obviously I'm not a woman, I don't know, but I feel it's more instinctual than paternal instinct. So I feel like we needed that push, that guidance
coaching
on how to be a father, how to be active, you know what I mean, and things like that. So luckily I had that, you know what I mean?
I just think that, and I don't know if you was finished, but I also think, I see that you disagree.
Yeah, no.
But I also think that kind of happened in the last 50 years. Because I think there was always been paternal historically, and we knew what we had to do. Men knew what they had to do. And after crack, whatever, the separation of men from the household, we're offspring of that. We're a society, like, it's just not the same for Black Americans, by the way. Because I think that in West Indian cultures, it's still not, it doesn't impact them the same way.
That's not true either, though. Listen, there's two things I'm going to say. One, there is a misconception that motherhood and maternal instinct comes naturally, because for some women it doesn't. It's not like, oh my God, I just had this baby and now I have this undying connection to it. Like, that's not true at all. Like, at all. There
at
are
all
some
is very general.
No, that is not.
She's right. From a psychological
Thank you for
standpoint,
telling me as a woman what it is and what it's not. I'm telling you, it's not.
Are you speaking for all women?
I am. No, I am speaking for all women, because what I'm saying is it is not something that is innate within us. There are some women that gravitate towards motherhood way faster than others. But it's not like, oh my God, the baby is born and all women are automatically connected to this baby. That is absolutely not the truth. Like, some people have it naturally, some people don't, some people grow into it. Like, I talk about this all the time with my sister. Like, when I came home with Parker, my baby fresh out, a day and a half old, I left her with my sister and I left the house. Like, straight home from the hospital. My brain, like, I just could not It took me a couple of weeks. Like I went and I literally went to the hair salon around the corner to get a wash and set because this was my first time walking around in my body by myself in months. And I don't know, like that shit fucked me up. And my sister was in the house with Parker for like 2 hours straight home from the hospital because I needed a minute to like grapple with everything that just happened.
Life just hit you hard.
Like, yo, I just had a
bro.
baby. Like that shit took me a minute. Like, yo, I really just had like, that's crazy. Like, I don't even know what's happening right now. So it's not something that like, especially if you're going through the baby blues, you go through postpartum, like you have to really connect with your baby and it takes a while. If God forbid if you breastfeeding and that baby is not latching and you feel like it's something wrong with you, you're the problem. Like it's so many different things and feelings that happen.
I also feel like you get society pressures you to have that connection more than it pressures men to.
It not only pressures you to have that connection, it pressures you to cosplay and not be okay with saying that I don't have that connection day one, second one.
Right.
And that shit is tough.
Saying. It makes y'all
makes you feel
like
wrong for saying I'm not okay. I'm not okay with this right now. I don't know what to do.
Like, oh my God, is this the happiest day of your life? Actually, no, nigga, I'm terrified. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now.
More people need to be honest about that. Not enough
and
people are honest about that.
And then that's when you go through like the depressions and the things. Like, it takes a lot. But I also
if I
think
heard
that
them say it, it would make me feel more comfortable saying it.
Yeah, but you have to realize like, there's a way to say this the right way, but I don't want to say it the right way. I'm gonna say it my way. You gotta realize like you can't be pussy about your feelings, and a lot of people are. A lot of people do not know how to sit down and really articulate how they really feel, even when it's like something that is not going to be widely receptive by the masses. Like you could cosplay and be like, oh my God, yes, this is the happiest day of my life. And you know, I'm so happy being a mom. This is my kid is the best thing that ever happened to me. Love that nigga down. We'll do anything for her.
Yo,
However, I will say, no, I don't care.
Come on, bro.
I'm gangster. Y'all can't do nothing to me. However, if this was 10 years ago and somebody say, hey, you gonna do it again? I'll be like, nah.
I told you not to do it.
You did. Like all the way, nah. Super love her. Like that's my everything. Like I can't even articulate the love I have. But there is always gonna be a mourning of a life that I feel like I could have had if I didn't have kids, especially under the pretenses that I had a kid. Like that shit was actually diabolically crazy. Mental illness 101. But I will also say, just because people grow up in a 2-parent household does not mean that they grew up with a father. You like your dad was in the house with you.
I see what you did there.
Your dad was there because I've seen it. Yeah. And then like a lot of people say that like when you think about like Caribbean households or even African households, like, yeah, that nigga there every day, but that nigga don't talk to you. He don't know you. He don't ask you about your day.
You gotta make sure you eat.
He ain't never helped you with your homework. He's just there. He's just another body in the house.
The bills are paid and lights is on. That's his
so then
job.
we some of us have like this notion of like some people come from a 2-parent household, yeah, but that doesn't mean that I had a 2-parent household experience.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, my mom was just a married single mother. And that's something that we see it play out a lot in a lot of different dynamics and households too. I've seen it.
She's been married single mother.
Yeah.
She's spitting right now.
I've seen it. I've seen it in my family. I've seen it. Like was at odds with my grandfather. That nigga was never not home. He was there every day. I'm just like, yo, what do you do here? Like you just here though. And like I am the teenager.
Bills. I keep it on the lights.
Yo, like and like that's enough.
You eating food,
right?
Like,
and that's enough. Like I remember having a conversation with my stepfather. Like, yo, you don't even know me. Like you don't even know my best friends. Like, I speak to you all the time. Like, you don't know what's going on. What's my favorite color, nigga? Like, do you know? And the answer is no. Ask my mom. She could tell you all these things. You was around, yeah, cute. But it's not the same. Sometimes it's better off not even having that extra nigga in the house because then you grow up thinking that that's what love is. Love is disconnect. Love is just being at the table or just being in the house when at the end of the day, I never seen love from these two people. I don't even think y'all niggas like each other for real. I just think y'all both here.
Because it's cheaper to keep it that way. It's cheaper to stick in the situation that way.
Hello?
It's a tough situation. The identity of father especially societally, I keep saying the word society because I think it's important that women and men understand the pressure that we're put under to be successful and to provide. And we're not held under the same scrutiny to raise our children as women are.
Facts.
I feel like we're looked at as less than a man if you are not successful or if you do not provide for your family. That just right there. And that means to be honest, any woman that you're around, you're looked at as less successful if you don't have. And I think that starts around 11 years old. 12 years old. Your sneakers, your shorts, your shirt, your whatever it is, your friend group, whatever it may be, your book bag, your hat. It starts there.
You should got to be on point.
And I don't think that, I'm not sure if women, I just don't think that y'all face the same societal pressure to be anything but respectfully pretty. I'm sorry for saying that. I don't know. I don't know what societal pressure y'all have.
Much more than y'all sometimes.
Pretty and maybe good mothers, but even then, I don't look at the world will shit on a nigga for not being successful. The world will literally you are not valuable if you don't have.
But the world will also shit on a woman for being honest about how she really feels, or shit on a woman for doing things like I've said for years, like single mothers, give these kids to their fathers. By the time these kids is 10, 11 years old, give these kids to their dads. And that's daughters and sons. You gotta pack these niggas up.
In society, the minute the woman,
then you're a bad mother. How dare you?
The minute the kid lives with the father, they ask, "Where's the mother?" They think about it. They
gotta live with their dad, bro.
It's literally when a woman is dating a man, and the woman tells the man, "Oh yeah, my child lives with the father," the man immediately looks at her like,
Let me say two things real quick. And it may be taken wrong, but understand what I'm about to try to say. If women stopped giving pussy to men that didn't take care of their kids, it would hold a lot of men accountable.
Oh hell yeah!
But we already know that.
Yeah.
That's a dumb.
That's
You on so shameless. You ain't said nothing bad yet, show.
Mel, let me just intersect real quick, and then you can finish. Yeah. I think a lot of men started becoming better fathers because of social media.
Because now you holding the task. You getting held to task now.
You getting
held to task now. If women say, you know what, I see you here every day. You got a kid, and I see you at my crib all the time. But I never see you run to school. I never see you run to drop. You know what I mean? But you always here laid up. Blah 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 blah. It would change a lot of the shit and hold men accountable. Same thing I can say with men. If men started holding more women accountable in today's society, some women would have to sharpen their shit up.
Hell yeah.
Plain and facts, right?
Yep.
Also, men too. Real quick, intersect again.
Yeah.
Why don't we hold our male friends accountable?
We need I first of all, I don't do business with, I don't interact with anybody. If you have kids and you don't take care of your kids, you can't be a part of my life.
But I've been thinking right now, why I ain't never had an autism back barbecue for my kids. My son is autistic. Mm-hmm. Send a letter to the school, email to school. Yo, bring the kids over, have a barbecue. I don't mind spending money on the food.
That's a conversation me and you gonna have.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's a conversation actually.
Like, just have them come over and chill out, or call my friends. Like, yo, we doing a barbecue or whatever. I'm doing something. I rented out Chuck E. Cheese, or whatever it may be.
Exactly.
Pull up and make it more fashionable. Respectfully, I know that's a hard word. To actually, that's probably bad word. To actually be around your kids and show up in places with your children, because the mothers do it all the time.
But also the intentionality, send the mothers away. Like, let mothers listen. This is not for you.
Yeah, you go.
This is not a mom day. Like, drop these kids off. I'll tell you when to pick them up. Cool, and go on your way. Go do whatever it is that you want to do. You don't see it enough, and it needs to happen ASAP.
When
I love this comment.
I got two sons, Kaden and Cameron.
Shout out to them.
Right. When my first son was born, or I found out that she was pregnant with my first son, the immediate switch went on. I don't know if it makes sense for some men, but there was like a switch that just kind of immediately kicked in, because it's like, well, I gotta protect this little life. I gotta teach him. I gotta feed him, and there's nothing but wolves and sharks outside. Mm-hmm. Right. And the scumbags of this planet are pedophiles and rapists. I feel like they should be walked across the demilitarization zone between North Korea and South Korea and just blow them all up, or we use them as target practice for military.
I agree.
Fine. I murder a pedophile quick. Like I hate. Anyway, my first son was born. The immediate when I held that boy for the first time in the hospital, as soon as he came out, as soon as he popped out the pussy. I know I don't mean to sound as derogatory, right? But as soon as he popped out, and I held this man for the first time, I don't know what it was. It was some sort of feeling that came over me of undescribable love that doesn't you can't explain, you can't describe, you can only feel. And the immediate thought process: I have to protect this child. I have to teach. So that means every daycare he went to, first of all, he wasn't going to daycare. He was coming to my house until he was old enough to go to daycare and can speak and tell me who took you to the bathroom today, what time you went to the bathroom today, what to teach. Because I want to know. I'm the big angry dad. I'm in the principal's office. What's up, King? What's going on here? You will see my face every day, so you understand. Well, this one we can't get away with the bullshit with.
Right.
And I write letters like white women. So I will have your whole administration from top, your director to regional, everybody going to get CC to let you know this motherfucking hand slipped
Don't
up
play
on
with
mine.
mine. Yep.
Right.
And I'm a big black motherfucker that I get angry by. I'll get busy by mine. So the fact of me having this child for the first time, all I could think of, number one, was like, shit, I want him to look like me. He gonna play sports. I want him to play for Notre Dame. You gonna be a running back and And he came out like a Roblox. So I was like, all right, well, that didn't work out. Right? That didn't work out.
Exactly. Y'all love putting this shit on these poor little black
as
boys.
men, we're like, yo, yeah. And my first son, I literally think my first son, he's gonna be a first round NFL pick and And I try to throw this nigga to football. He was like, I hate football, Dad. I'm like, fuck.
Yes.
But
King.
I justfully say that to say like, yo, having a child changed the structure of my dynamic and thinking and psyche, right? And that's what it naturally is supposed to do that. But you said something that's true. Instinctually, for everybody, that's not the reality.
They don't happen day one.
Not everybody wants to have children. Not everybody wakes up like, yo, I'm gonna be a dad one day. No, some dude just busted nut and then shit didn't work out. And it was like, well, guess what? We here now. So what are we gonna do, right? Some women just be like, well, I'm gonna just get to my mom and I'm gonna go live my life. There's some women that literally got 6 months old, boop, and I'm on the plane and I'm out and I'm gonna my mom gonna figure it out. So that's not for everybody. Me, on the other hand, when I had mine, when the second one came,
it's because you a Cancer. That's why you all intuitive and shit. That's what it is.
I want to know I need to know every facet.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Unfortunately, again, I keep harping back to the situation I'm in now, where unfortunately the courts are involved. So I gotta kind of just say, you know what? Y'all got it. I got it. But I'm gonna wait on the side like this and watch. Just don't watch.
Jesus.
But y'all got it. Y'all got it. When you ready, call me.
Nah.
Damn.
Let me tell you something right now.
You know? So I'll give you another one. I moved across the street from my children. I bought a house across the street from them to take them full time.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That was the agreement, but you know.
Things happen. And
then it was like, now you're in court for child. Why are we here if I live across the street? If I live across the street and said, give me the 2 children, let me raise them. I'm here with give me the 2 children. Why are we here? Why are we seeing a judge?
Did you disagree with doing the child support?
Do I disagree with it? I have no problem taking care of any child that is mine, financially, emotionally, mentally. If it's my child, it's my DNA. Out of this, give me that. Yeah. I don't mean to sound, but I'm being very, I'm very direct. I'm direct with my shit.
Yo, men are so funny.
No, because I ain't nut from here. I didn't nut from up here. I never
Jesus Christ.
If it came under these 2 heavy boys here, I want my child. Give me my freaking
Let's go to break.
If I had the one leg up thing and doing this here, it's mine. I know that for sure. No, let's not play with child. I said it to be just for, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So that's my thing. That's my thought process in terms of like some people that say that's like nah for me, dog. It was like a light switch. It was like there's no turning back now. There's no turning back because I got to send this child out to the world. God forbid I die or something like that. This kid is not prepared for what the world really has in store for you. Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna do every fucking thing. I'm gonna get on every song, every comedy, every movie, everything, whatever I got to do to put myself in a position, number one, to not have to work for the system to provide for mine or create. So teach my kid, hey. You don't have to work for. You can create. You can think outside of the matrix. The matrix is designed to keep you entrapped. But guess what? Think a little bit outside of that box, and I promise you're gonna be all right.
So this is what the only thing that I have to retort to that, and I'm not disagreeing, is that was always my play, right? I got to make sure I provide. Just remember I said that.
Yeah.
And a lot of your fathering statement came from making sure they have, or making sure you're successful, that you could show them. They need you on the daily.
Yep.
They need you. They need you. The same, like I didn't do the diapers and the I didn't do the things because I was busy doing the things, worried about your family, worried about, being this, but.
Because y'all keep thinking that it's one or the other.
Space.
Right.
There was too much empty space.
Yep.
Of time that should have been bonding, should have been talking, should have been teaching, should have been walking, should have been showing, should have been relating, right? That was filled up with all of this other information. And I'm speaking about my godson right now. And I also speak about my daughter, but me and her speak a lot more now, right? But there was too much space where I was thinking about this grandiose idea of providing and fatherhood.
What it's supposed to look like. What you think it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, but she was getting all of this information from other places where I was supposed to be there.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? And so for the men, we have to, for lack of a better word, mother. It's not.
No, you
just
don't have to
for them.
mother. You have to parent.
It's not just
Period.
for them.
Yeah.
All of those things, all of those moments should be shared experience between parents. Not just the mother do this and the father do that. You understand what I'm saying? And I think we don't realize what fills up the empty space when we're out providing.
Yeah.
We don't realize.
Can I ask you a difficult question? So Dodge pointed out like middle school is a very impressionable age, and I agree, right?
The fucking
What,
pits.
is there a point, speaking on your godson, my condolences by the way, and just in general to you two, is there a point where it might be too late? Like, is there a point where we have to step in before a certain age, or else it's like they're already who they are?
Oh, you want to ask me that? Because I got an answer.
I just want to ask the room.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Dodge.
Honestly, between 4th grade and 7th grade, that's your window.
Really?
I was gonna
4th
say the
grade
same
and
shit.
7th grade, I promise you, that's your window.
Remember.
Because that's what you have to understand. Like that's when boys they start feeling themselves. Like
And the
they
pressures of
yes,
the
like
group.
all of these things start happening. Like the social aspect of it, and the girls come into play, and your homeboys and having to put on, and then like thinking about grades and thinking about school and the importance of, and thinking about how you look. Like all of 4th grade to 7th grade. If you ain't got your son locked in by 7th grade, you in a different type of uphill battle, because by 8th grade they swear that they hot shit. They think that they grown, like, because in their heads, right, they walked into middle school and they was still little babies. Now they taller, they might have a little facial hair, their voice done got deeper, they probably didn't have their first girlfriend. Now by 8th grade, we're thinking about it, right? They don't realize how little they are until they go to high school. But in 8th grade, you big man on campus in middle school. So you're not thinking like, like I'm really a little nigga in here. Like, cause by the time I go to high school, now I'm around grown men for real, but I'm the grown man in here. I walk around here a certain type of way. I move a certain type of way. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said before, drugs, vapes, sex, porn, gangs, all of that shit start in 5th grade.
Ready, available.
All that shit start in 5th grade.
Fashion.
Easy access.
All that shit start in
Popularity.
5th grade. 5th grade is either you already know about it and you about to start trying it, or you see it for the first time and now you getting into it.
Pardon me for interjecting, but so what, if anything, can we do to the high school boys that's going down the wrong path? Like, what do you do?
See, the high school boys is a little bit different, because you can catch
Can't
them.
give up on them, right?
No,
Like,
no. I don't want us to ever give up on our young black boys. That's not true. I lied. Some of them. Told you.
Yeah,
Gotta dash them away.
I was just about to say, reach
Some
the
of
ones
them-
you can reach. The ones
Yeah,
you
some of
can
them-
reach an impact.
And
There's
that's
a
the
point
one.
where it's
No,
too
that's
far
the one
gone,
that is the
them-
biggest lesson that I learned in education, was like you have this theory like you can save them all and like you're gonna get them all, and then once it's that broken-hearted experience when you realize like I cannot save all of y'all. I can save who I can save, and the rest of y'all is really up to you, God, and y'all parents at this point. I can't fuck with y'all like that. High school is a little bit different. You got to work a little bit harder to figure out how to pull them away from what's easy for them And that is a big pull because you looking at somebody that's damn near grown. And like you're trying to like, again, you're combating all of the different things that they already know, the norms, the people that they hang out with. So that's why I say, like, especially middle school and high school, like y'all gotta be the safe space for these kids. Like the kids, they should not be in the streets. They should be at your house. Like you should have the fucking big screen TVs and all of the fucking games in the world and all of the snacks in the world. And you should be like pouring into them. Like you gotta keep these kids super close to you as men and be that neighborhood dad, that neighborhood uncle, because if not, it's so easy for them to slip into the cracks and be outside too late with the wrong people doing the wrong thing. And you got to work super hard. If you don't get them by 7th grade, you got to work 10 times harder to reel them back in. And that's difficult. And which is why I think that I personally, like, my life's devotion is to that short, sweet spot between 5th grade and 7th grade where I try my best to get them. I try my best to get them, keep them and hold them close because 8th grade, they're fucking gone.
I kind of disagree. I don't disagree. I just feel like our balls drop. Our balls get filled up with testosterone.
4th grade, 5th grade, right?
Right? Mm-hmm. And so when you said the voice changes, the world gets bigger. So she's absolutely right. That 4th to 7th grade, when you go from 6th grade to 7th grade or 8th grade to 9th, you didn't even know how big the world was before. All of a sudden, you got friends from Queens. You got friends from over here.
And now you got more freedom.
Your friend is LeBron James' dad. LeBron James is his dad or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got all of this information. You understand. Before that, you just saw cars. Now you know what a Benz is and a BMW is and a Camry. You know what the small buggy that nobody thinks is cool, and you know what I'm saying. You know all of a sudden when you was wearing Patrick Ewings on your feet before, and now you know what the J's are and the 3s and the 4s and the 5s and the Spanish Jordans, and you realize that you wearing the Spanish Jordans, and
I'm mad we all know which ones are. Don't wear no mids and stop buying y'all sons mids. After your son is like, and once your son go to fucking grade school, do not put your son in no mids. Like, what kind of life you want this child to live?
My son is like, Dad, can we get the black 4? Can we get the black? I'm like, just like $400, bro. You gonna grocery shop in 2 weeks?
Right. You have to understand the pressures of the world that your child is facing. You have to understand that. Like, so to respect to what Mel is saying, like, and Dodge even mentioned it. You gotta have the TVs. You gotta have these things that make it cool for him to exist in his world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because what happens is they start assimilating into whatever else is cool.
If you
out
can't
there.
relate, if you're not relatable to them in their world, you automatically get tuned out. Nothing you're trying to tell me is going to resonate.
They're going.
So I need to be able to speak to you in your language, at your level, in whatever capacity, whether that's video games or that's some little street shit here and there. Because the other day, my son came home from school, the youngest one. He's like, BD, Dad, BD. And I want to slap. I'm like, yo, dog, don't you ever do nothing.
Yeah,
like,
but they do that, yeah.
They found these little gang signs, these little songs, the little drill rappers. And I'm like, yo, bro, son, you don't understand nothing about that life. And you gonna do that in the wrong place, the wrong time. And the minute you turn 12, and you 6 foot now, you're not the 12-year-old no more. Niggas ain't looking at you. You know what I mean? They're not looking at you. Oh, that's Mel's son. Nah. He said something that I gotta address. You know what I'm saying?
Before we go further, we gotta go to the next episode. Mel, just in case nobody listens to part 2, which they will. They always do. Please let them know where to find you, what you do.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think we never even introduced you.
We didn't even get a proper introduction. No, we didn't get a proper introduction. I'm the entertainer, formerly known as Mel Vibes. We do a little bit of everything. We do a little comedy, music, film, activism, everything that encompasses what is right for our people. I'm a big fan of, big supporter, big purporter of. I'm known mainly for comedy. But my other ventures, other talents have now started to come to the forefront. So check me out, Mel Vibes, MEL.VYBZ on Instagram, on TikTok, a few things. Outside of that, if you haven't seen, I've become known for a lot of the hospital comedy because I work in healthcare as well. So yeah, I'm a strong advocate for black men, fathers. I'm a firm advocate for fathers, just based on my personal experiences with dealing with courts and dealing with unnecessary drama between parents and all that stuff. So any black man that's trying to do the right thing, I'm in support of, and I always give an ear to. A lot of black men come to me because I speak out on a lot of things and tell me a lot of things like, "Yo, I'm glad that you said it like that because they don't feel like nobody sees me." A lot of times, a lot of us don't feel like, "Yo, we going through some struggle and nobody sees you." So I'm a big supporter and purporter of anything that's positivity for black men and black fathers, especially because we always get a bad rap. As a black man, the first thing you're born with a strike when you're black, and born in a strike as a man. So I'm a big proponent for that. So check me out on Instagram, MEL.VYBZ.
Yeah, man. I want to do a moment of silence for my godson. Shout out to you, True Ron, Briscoe Bands. To his friends. I know probably not listening. We too old for y'all to be listening, but the best memory is living. The best way to honor your friend is living. Is realizing this shit ain't going nowhere. Is realizing like you got a whole life to live. Yeah. You got a whole life to live. Like, don't throw it away in honor of your friend. Live. Let him live through you. Change. Like, he wanted to change. He wanted to be a rapper. Go be great. You dying on a fucking cold fucking street that shit ain't it. I'm praying for y'all niggas, man. I'm praying for y'all niggas, man. And I'm praying for y'all parents because your kid is Billy in the house and he goes outside and he's fucking B-murder.
Child.
Cody.
B dot.
You know what I mean?
B-dot.
Niggas always a dot.
Make sure you say that clip. Say that clip because that needs to be heard.
I love
More
y'all.
of that needs to be heard.
And I love y'all parents that's fighting for your kids. I know that there's parents out there that don't know what the fuck to do. And I'm praying for y'all.
Oh, shit.
Give me a moment of silence for Briscoe. True Ron. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Man.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Jill of America Incorporated exist, or does it do us more harm than... Should Jack and Jill of America Incorporated exist, or does it do us more harm than good? Now, if you don't know what Jack and Jill of America is, you can go to the organization's website for a proper definition. But you could also go to an HBCU or hair salon or barbershop for a shorthand definition, where someone will tell you Jack and Jill is where bougie black people go to have community with each other.
Yep.
It is application-based. I was part of Jack and Jill growing up, and some of my friends who were outside of it teased me about that. And it wasn't until I was an adult that I could really see it through their eyes. That's when I saw some of those same friends arguing in loud yelling matches, even crying in some instances with other friends of ours who were inside the organization about the rejection and hurt and outcasting and judgment that their families felt when they were not accepted into the organization years ago. So I ask, is it even worth it for us to have organizations like this that connect certain black families and make others feel outcast? Or are we just taking the same status and elitism and hierarchy that we always feel at the bottom of in the rest of society and bringing it into our world so that we can look down our noses at each other?
Second option.
Let me tell you something right now. If anybody can get me into Jack and Jill, please reach out because I'm definitely trying to get my baby into Jack and Jill, and I have been for quite some time. Either that or the links. I don't really care how y'all feel about it. All things can be true. However, hit me up. Y'all can DM. My DMs are open for that. Okay, that's my opinion.
I got you. I'm connected.
But not in Jersey, right?
I'm connected to Jersey.
I asked you before though.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember nothing.
I think you asked me. I think we spoke about this. I
I
thought
remember.
you already tried to do
No,
this.
I didn't. I be procrastinating, but like, come on, friends. Yeah, Parker needs it.
I wasn't in Jack and Jill, and I definitely felt a way. Tron was in it, and I definitely felt classed out. I think I couldn't afford it, or I just didn't have the.
Had nothing to do with financials.
I just didn't have the community relations to
network
get in. What did it have to do
connections.
with?
So I don't think there's no application, but a family has to kind of
Recommend
sponsor,
you.
refer you in. And some of it has changed, but in the past when I was growing up, it was kind of, I don't know if this is a thing or if this is just what I noticed, but it was kind of more 2-parent households than single parent. So I don't know if they would discriminate on that basis. But other than that, I thought it was kind of dope. And to expand on what old boy said in the clip, it's also for a lot of kids that grow up and go to like predominantly white schools,
private schools, boarding schools, all the things I want for my child.
It don't even have to be like, I went to a white elementary school, but it wasn't a private school, it was a public school, right? But so, you know, I'm growing up in elementary school, all my friends are white. Jack and Jill gave me an opportunity to have black friends, like-minded families. So yeah, I got friends on my block and in my neighborhood, but other friends that's, you know, like-minded, where you're not just whitewashed, you know what I mean? So you could go to the quote-unquote good schools, private schools or whatever, but still be in community with other black kids and other black families.
Right.
That's super important. And I thought that was dope. A lot of the shit that we had to do as kids, I did not appreciate until I was older. But we had things like the Black Family Dinner every year. We had to learn about our history. We had to dress up in dashikis at the Black Family Dinner, shit like that.
Y'all had debutante balls, right?
Nah.
Y'all didn't do the
I
debutantes?
didn't. Jabberwocks do that, right?
Need that.
My mom was a link, too. I could connect you with them
If you
folks,
want,
too.
yes. See? All the things.
So, and besides that, like, as a Jack and Jill kid, we had to do community service. We had to do activities. And it was a certain amount of activities were for fun and entertainment. You could have your bowling parties and shit like that. But certain part, you had to fulfill community obligations, right? So we went to nursing homes and sang Christmas carols. We did volunteer work.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm still jealous. I'm sitting here getting mad all over again.
But I think that's also something that's like necessary, because for some people, like if you don't have the wherewithal or the connections to do it yourself, then you can join and be a part of an organization and then teach your kid from young how to do and how to be a part of the community in a positive way. I think that for me, I know what happened, what was my issue with being able to be a Jack and Jill kid. Like I know exactly when it was going to happen and I know exactly when it stopped. But I think that that's an experience that a lot of children need outside of school, outside of parenting. Like I think that I don't want my kid with everybody's kids. I'm sorry. I know it might sound elitist. I know what it sounds like. But I'm still very dead ass about it.
But that's what it is.
No, I understand that, and I will stand 10 toes on that. I don't want my kid around everybody's kid. I don't want my kid to be influenced by certain kids and certain families that I don't want her to be around. And I'm so very sorry, because at the end of the day, you have a very finite amount of time to be a child, and you have a very small window to nurture and grow your child into, or dump these experiences in your child while they're young so that they might appreciate it when they're older, versus having to work up to it when you're an adult. Like I'm not playing. I'm one and done. I'm not playing Russian roulette with this one. Like I'm giving her all of the opportunities. You never going to say you had to get it out the mud. You never going to say that you had to struggle. You never going to say that you didn't have access. There's so many things that you're never going to be able to say, and I'm going to give it to you.
Do you think that putting your child in Jack and Jill is teaching them some sense of classism?
Being the fact that I've never been in Jack and Jill, I can't say yes or no. However, sure.
No, I don't think it's classism, because, like I said, it's not separated. There's no application. It's not separated on financial lines. To Dodge's point, it's about being around like-minded people.
Which is what?
Which is whatever you consider like-minded. If
There's a like-minded people that are in Jack and Jill. What is the like-mind? It's not what I consider it. What do they consider like-minded?
I would say people that care about family, people that care about education, people that care about the preservation of legacy, people that care about like saying that you want the best for your child and actually putting them in position to actually having access to what the best looks like instead of just cosplay and saying it. Saying like, oh yeah, I care about my kids' education, but you just threw them in a zone school. Like you didn't even actually go around vet. Look, what's the best school? Why is this school best for your kid? What kind of kid do you have? If your kid is into sports, do they need to be going to a STEM school? If your kid is into STEM, do they need to be going to a fucking arts school? Like actually doing the work to put your kid in and have them around people that care as much about them in the way that you care about them.
What she said is perfect, right? It's not about, like, bougie is a way that I described it growing up too. For lack of a better term, you could say that, but that's not a complete definition of it. And I'm a part of this WhatsApp group called Bed-Stuy Black Parents, right? Mm-hmm. Fire-ass groups, like 400 people. The conversations in there, these are like-minded people. Mm-hmm. Not everybody is rich in there. Some people rent, some people own, some people have little kids, some people have teenage kids. But it's like the conversations in there, you could tell everybody's about progressive stuff. They want their kids to have a great life, and that's the common denominator. It's not about no bullshit. It ain't about no ignorance. It's about providing a better life for your kids, legacy, and things like that. If you on board with that, then that's what it is.
You don't think I'm on board with that?
What are you talking about?
I ain't never get the link to the group chat. I'm in Bed-Stuy.
You know what?
I got 5 kids. I've never gotten the link to the Bed-Stuy parent group chat. That's so great.
Nigga
it's
said we
still
got 'em.
classes.
Yeah, we got
We're still there. We're to this day.
We're talking about Jack and Jill.
No, I'm just talking about the idea of classism and how y'all hold on to your space and other people get denied that don't fit the look of your space. Right now, you got your Bed-Stuy thing. Right now, you live a block away from me. You know I got more kids
How
than
old
you.
are your kids?
Huh? How old are they?
Yeah, your kids is old as shit.
So, what's the point? I have 2 kids that are going to be 5 forever.
My youngest daughter is 12, and I feel like I have an old kid in comparison to this group.
Kids, yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff they talk about is not really relevant to me.
Clean it up.
I'm still bringing it up as an example of what Jack and Jill is and how it was formed. I wasn't bringing it up in any other way, right?
But also, again, when we're talking about like-minded people, and this is not a jab to you in any way, shape, or form, so I have to preface that at first. The fact of the matter is, there are things that you're going to research and you're going to look out and you're going to reach out for, and like when you want certain things for your kids, it's not our no, fuck it. It's not our responsibility to tell you what groups or what you should want to be a part of as a parent. You're gonna figure it out your own way and kind of do your own thing. I'm in a couple of groups too. I'm in a Black moms group. I'm in a worldwide or nationwide Black moms group, and they like pump out things like different like camps and services. Like I'm gonna send Parker, not this year, she's 7. When she turns 10, I'm gonna send her down to Atlanta, where Spelman, they have like a camp for kids from around the nation that they come and they like actually live in the dorms and they go to camp and they have like different experiences. And I'm gonna send her there, one, because her godmother is there. So these are things that I researched myself. I didn't need to ask anybody for it.
I sent you the Jack and Jill link. You didn't ask me about it. I sent it to you.
What are you talking about?
2-3 years ago, I sent you 2 years ago, I believe. I sent you the information about Jack and Jill. Me sent.
Because I asked about it.
Community.
No,
you didn't.
I always ask about it.
Okay, fine.
Where's that? Where you sent that at? You texted to me?
Bro,
I'm gonna find it.
And so when you say, "Oh, you're not supposed to," yes, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village, yes. And you said that they can deny you from Jack and Jill, right?
I don't know how that works, but I will say that.
Go ahead.
There's 2 things that I remember growing up. I don't know if it's still the case. One, it's definitely preferred for you to come in at an early age, so the kids all grow up together.
Yeah.
So I met you when we was 13. I don't even know if
you was already in.
Right, but I was in since I was a little kid. I don't know if they would have. Not that you were asking, but I don't even know if there was an option to bring you in at that age, right? And the other thing and this is speaking to back then, I don't know what has changed. And this is why I didn't put my kids in Jack and Jill, because it's historically been a mom's organization, right? So if you're not a 2-parent household, as a dad, I couldn't necessarily facilitate it unless the mom was the one taking charge, and I'm the legacy one where I could.
So
put
Jack
the kids
don't
in.
exist. It's just really
Again,
Jill.
I don't know if that's changed, but it was definitely a mom's organization.
Mel, how you feel about this?
The Jack and Jill thing is not so much new to me, but the conversation is never something that really crossed my understanding. Hearing what you guys are saying about it, I definitely think it's a necessary thing though, because now it shows you a different a side of life than what you were automatically programmed to believe life is. Right, it shows you that you can be a black person and be a normal individual per se. It's not just playing basketball in the crates. And so I think it's necessary. And when you discuss it from a level of elitism and classism, it can feel like that.
Okay.
Right, it can feel like that, especially if you're on the outside. When you're on the outside looking in, it's like, so what about me?
Yeah.
Am I not good enough? It automatically makes you, well, shit, my kid ain't good enough, and so on and so forth. But you also just got to respect the people that create the groups. And I'm a big proponent of, if I'm not invited to sit at your table, I build my own.
It's like one of the things that I value.
Very quickly, just hold that thought, because I'm old. This one here.
Got pulled it
What
up.
does it say? What does it say?
Oh, I left it because you took a picture of it.
Call
you
to
said,
wish you a Merry Mother's Day. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Also, spoke to somebody about getting Parker into Jack and Jill if you're interested.
And I said, thank you. Oh, word? Do tell.
2.5 hours later,
It don't
she
matter. The
responds.
nigga never responded.
Right.
He never sent me shit like I said.
We spoke on the phone.
When?
We spoke. You can't see that.
So where it's at?
I don't remember what the situation was, but I told you what the situation was. I called you.
So
we spoke on the phone about it.
How do you figure that?
And
How do you figure that?
I believe I connected you with somebody.
There's no fucking way, because I would have did it. This was 2023.
We had more conversations about this.
No, we have not,
Yes,
friend.
we did.
Well,
Yes, I
we can
remember
pick
that.
up where you left off.
It's fine.
I got some folks.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say is,
For my baby get old.
I reached out to you.
My baby about to get too old.
Community. Go ahead, Tron.
I can see how you can be on the outside looking in and feel the ways, because it is somewhat of an insulated community.
Right.
But that's kind of the point. Like, that allowed us to have certain
Class.
activities where you feel safe. Like one of my we used to have sleepover parties when I was like 8 years old. We had sleepover activities because you knew the families. It wasn't just you knew the kid, you knew the families, right? And I remember that was some core memories growing up. Like I remember the first time seeing like a hip hop video on the TV. I'm at a sleepover at a black family's house, and we all in there jamming to like fucking Planet Rock and shit. You know what I mean? It's like a core memory. Before that, I had only been to sleepovers with white kids. You know what I mean? And it's a whole different experience.
Whole different.
So now you got this safe, insulated experience, and I could
different smell and everything.
right, right, and then
You slept over white people's house?
Yeah,
Your
when I was a
parents
kid,
sent
we had
you
sleepovers.
to white people's house?
yeah.
That was
Because those was his friends from school.
Yeah.
That was before he met you.
Watching Friday the 13th and all that shit.
Friday
and
the
whatever.
13th was. Yo, them niggas was
So-
trying to kill you, bro.
So then,
He was the black kid.
He was the token.
again, like some of the stuff when you were a kid, you don't really get it except for like sleepovers and shit. But then when you get to like a certain age, and Tahoe, this is where you could remember this, the parties, it's fucking popping, boy. The parties. And then the best part
All the
is
chicks
when
from
you get
Queens.
into high school
Jesus Christ.
and it wasn't just the Brooklyn chapter parties.
It was everybody.
It was like we had a whole East Coast regional
It's a
conference.
whole different, the whole vibe.
So we go down to a hotel in Maryland, whatever, and you got Virginia all the way up to New Jersey and Boston and
different
New
vibe.
Jersey and everything in between. I still got great friends from this day that I met in high
Exactly.
school. And then when I go to
Community.
Howard University, I
Half of them was
only
there.
knew like one person going to school with me. But yeah, now I got mad friends off the rip. And they from Virginia, they from DC, they from Jersey, I'm like, yo, this shit is actually kind of fire. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Exactly.
I love it.
He feels the way. He feels the way that he was not.
No, I'm jealous. To be honest, I don't think that I just think it's dope that him as a child had this outlet. They did all of these things to help shape him, help shape his character, help extend his network, like get him out of right here in the middle of Bed-Stuy where there were crack vials everywhere. He grew up right there with me. Meanwhile, because I didn't have that network, my world was a lot smaller, and my experiences were more central to outside, right here. And yeah, I'm jealous, not because of you, your family, or the Jack and Jill experience, but
the opportunity,
what I could have had.
Yes, the person that you could have been.
To this world, the shaping of my character, right? Because I felt like I had to do certain things for attention and become this certain person for attention. And I would think that Trump would have balked on that. Like, I can't do that. Like, I was taught all of this other stuff and I grew up this other way. I'm not going to be out here just, doing being a certain way. And I wish that for all our kids. Yeah. I wish that experience for all of our children. I think we need it. And in the video, go ahead, wait a second, Mel, real quick. I know you had something to say, but in the video, the question was asked, are we adopting what white people have done to us and doing that in our community where we have an elitist, black group, and that actually separates itself from the others. And I don't think it's intentional, but I do think it's what happens. And it's kind of like, if you don't know, you don't know. You know?
If you don't know, you don't. That's true.
But I feel like the onus is now on us, now that we do know, right? And now that
to do what?
Because technically you can't change the fact of his life experience or the opportunity that was presented to him or whatever the universe had in store for him. But now, as we are all collectively parents and you had that experience, that you can say, you know what? Yeah, my kids need to have this certain, and even if you don't put them in Jack and Jill or something like that, you've been exposed to certain things that they need to know and very important for them. So now we can have the ability to come together, us four as a group, and create our own little shit, and create our own little networking, and so that's kind of what that does. From a standpoint of you having that experience. Now that we're all aware and the knowledge is out there, it's not like it's some sort of hidden shit anymore. Now
and this nigga been sitting with us for 9 years, seeing the baby be born. I'm not even in this shit, and I'm trying to find ways to get a park.
Well, you know what? Thank you. I need both of y'all. Thank you guys so much for all of your unwavering help and support to make sure that my child is able to do the things that I want her to do. Thank you guys.
But that's what I'm talking about with our community, and it's just not about gatekeeping, because I know you got a million other things on your will. I'm not saying that, but we do need to be thinking for our neighbors' kids and for the other kid down the block. What she said, neighborhood dad, like, yo, I know ways that I help you, do this or do that. Like, we need to do that.
But sharing the information,
even him
sharing the information that he may have learned from those experiences are very, very important, because what you didn't learn on the inside, he did, and he can help give you that information.
Without him, I would have been on the corner to this day. Without his family took me in, and they gave me a level of, like, I was able to scale life differently because I saw what I didn't have.
Right.
I saw a million things, whether it was the parchments like embedded into his wall, like he has like I would look around his crib, like, and I saw his family, his mom and pops would take time by themselves. Well, we couldn't talk to them. They would go in the room and they would have good wine and they would just sit there. And we could not talk to them during this half hour of the week. We could not say nothing. They moved me in and they fed me and they talked to me and they made sure, like, you're going to do this today? You're going to, be successful today or whatever? I never seen them yell. I never seen them raise their voices. I saw disappointment sometimes when we fucked up, but it wasn't disrespectful. It didn't make you feel less of a person. It was just like, we want more for you. Like, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Did that experience shape you as a
parent? I was able, when life came at me a certain way, I knew better. I knew I saw better. I knew that there was another way.
You have another example.
Versus me not knowing. And a lot of my friends didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga, you changed my life. You and your family and Jack and Jill definitely changed my life. You understand what I'm saying? And so I definitely want that for other black children, is what I'm saying. I want that experience for other black children, because we're missing it.
I mean, but it's all black children.
We're missing it.
Not everybody wants it, though.
Yeah, that's true, too. It's also something you gotta. It's an acquired taste. Yeah. It's not for everybody. Which if it was for everybody, it would be for everybody. And some things are just not for everybody.
Well, I'm not trying to push it on them. I'm just saying I want the education for our kids and the network for our kids.
The network is the most important.
Very important.
The network is the most important.
Let's have fun.
All right, but
17th Charm, I'm done throwing you under the bus for the rest of the episode.
So 30 years ago, I ain't. What you want me to do?
It's all right. I can't wait to text y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna put y'all in a group chat. Somebody.
It's him.
Help.
I don't have it. I can't remember who I knew. That was years ago. I don't remember who. I mean, I can try.
See what I go through. It's crazy.
Damn, how can I fuck y'all lives up right now? Let me see.
Why would you want to? We're doing such a great job.
You're such a great place, you know.
Right. It was such a positive show.
We were attacking Tron. It was great. It was.
I mean, he
I
always
just feel
attacking
like we
somebody.
need some fuckery, right?
All right, go ahead.
The world has been on fire. Yesterday, I want to hear your voice today. I see you over there on Instagram. Wake up.
Niggas parents, niggas I was having a parent fest.
A parent fest is crazy.
What's that mean?
This guy is insane.
Community board.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas was having a parent fest.
PTA meeting right quick.
I'm gonna drip off. I'm gonna do some own thing.
While we're talking about the influences on our children, there's another segue we can use. Mm-hmm. The world has been up Carisha's ass.
Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spending that money fast. 20s, 50s, when it's cash. So what you said? Something put in that Goyard bag. Spin that shit. Spin that shit.
Hey.
They have really been like frying her for the negative influence of Spend That. India.Arie had something to say, which I think actually kind of started it, kicked it off. India.Arie, who made the the curly head, keep your under on hair.
Yeah, all that shit. Shout out.
No aluminum.
Natural deodorant vibes.
Natural body odor.
Definitely need that aluminum.
Cool, that cool water oil.
Deodorant. Hotties.
No, nobody shot. Yo, it was 100 degrees 2 days last week. I want y'all to go to hell. I want y'all to go to hell.
Dumbed out in 100-degree days. Some of y'all dumbed out.
What do y'all think about the backlash that Carisha's getting from the song?
I want everybody to shut the fuck up.
Shit.
You know what's funny? When the song first came out, so I still haven't downloaded the song. Right?
Me either. I'm not doing that.
I'm a working DJ and I'm in some rooms where the song could go crazy. I'm not canceling her. I'm not gonna say I would never download it or never play it. But the reason why I didn't download it was because of the bullshit that Young Miami was on when she was performing and she was barking on the DJ. I don't know if you remember that. That
No.
went viral.
I didn't see
Right?
that.
Yeah.
She was
It's because you don't like
disrespecting
bitches
the
and
DJ.
hoes.
I don't like people that's disrespectful to DJs.
Oh, okay.
Like you're a performer,
Body
you
down.
come on stage, and then she on the microphone disrespected the DJ in real time, and he handled it real well and professionally. But it's like, yo, you don't do that, and DJ's supposed to support you and play your record. So I was already like, all right, I'm cool on her. You know what I mean?
Nah,
She
you
did-
better play that shit.
DJ activism
so she
is
did
crazy.
apologize. She did apologize.
She did the next day.
She did apologize.
I don't even know
but it
what's
was still like,
She was like, yo, you got to turn this shit up. Like, what type of music you playing? Like, nah, you got to like, I'm here, we in here. Y'all want to hear some fly shit? Come on, DJ. Like,
nah, she went in though, and then he dropped
was on
something.
it.
She was like, "Get the fuck out of here with that shit! Like you've been fucking up the whole night. Like
But
really."
is it true though?
embarrassing
But
him.
was it true?
It wasn't
because
true.
at the end of the
It
day,
wasn't true because
some of
the
y'all
DJ just
not
got on the
you,
set.
not you,
But
but you
even
know
in
what
that
I'm
instance,
talking about.
yeah.
I hate a fucking DJ that's all over the place, transition sloppy. Like I'm not even a fucking DJ, and I'm sitting here 1 minute you got me listening to Miley Cyrus, the next minute you got me listening to Vibes Cartel. How did we get here? What are we doing?
BPM,
I will say the same shit. Like
The BPMs match.
boo the DJ, boo this nigga. Like
that's happened, Tron. It's happened.
sometimes you gotta boo the
As a
DJ.
performer, relying on the DJ to play your track, it would behoove you not to berate him on the stage and embarrass him when you're the performer with the microphone. Like,
You
it's like
know.
you don't. First of all, if he used his platform and his microphone for the next hour to berate you, how would that feel? Like, you don't use your platform. We're both artists at the end of the day. We're supposed to work with each other. Come talk to me on the side, yo, boom, 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 boom. because that's happened to me before, not in that way, but there's been like, especially like you go to like one of these open mics or some shit, or unsigned artist shit. They be like, yo, DJ, drop my shit. And then I play it. They be like, no, it's supposed to be track 2. I'm like, nigga, you ain't never come say what's up to me and tell me what track to play or nothing. I'm over here just
vibing out.
But I'm supporting your art. And you want me to get it, but you ain't even have the nerve to, have the...
This feels like me
decency.
not liking when people put out their garbage and it's not tied.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all
have
know,
very
specific
things,
of our industry.
From
It's
a
like-
performance standpoint, right? Nobody gonna be like, yo, Carisha DJ was terrible last night. They're gonna be like, that bitch sucked on stage. And then, but even if it's the DJ fault, she takes the flag, and I can look at it from both sides. So it's like, I get it, but it's not, I'm not saying it's right.
Sean,
No,
you
we
never
gotta
seen that
let it go. You gotta play spin that shit.
So yeah, I'm sorry. So
You
that
wanna download it?
I was gonna say that's the reason why I didn't download it immediately.
Gotcha.
And then when I heard the song, I was like, oh, this song is trash. And I still feel like it's trash, but I would play it. Because although I think NDRE has great points, I'm all about it. I play ignorant music all the time.
Exactly.
And I'm not,
But then
I
it's
think there's
what-
a space for it. You know what I mean?
Here's my, and I was talking to somebody about this too. Like, there's so much ignorant music out on a daily basis.
That part.
What is it that we're picking about her talking about scammers and boosters? Like what? And I'm not agreeing with the song.
I can tell you why.
Like, but there's literally every single day there's artists making dumbass shit and it's being promoted. And this one is just it's a summary, like it's a
just
summary
fun.
vibe. It's a groovy beat, so everybody like
I could tell you. Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to play a clip, and then, Trom, you go right after that.
And this is when I say it goes back to the music, because culturally, this is what we're listening to. I got homegirls whose kids is selling on the track at 13. Because we listening to City Girls. I know he ain't cashing out. Y'all not thinking about the youth. I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. I said, I'm really, like, I'm on, like, with a W. Like, I'm a
Whore. Yeah, she said I'm a whore.
though. Like, I'm a
whore.
Y'all not thinking about the younger generation and how the music and the lifestyle is affecting them.
What you telling those young girls?
I'm telling them you gotta have self-respect. You gotta love yourself, because this ain't it. You're being brainwashed. This is gonna destroy you. You're gonna start suppressing, wondering why you're depressed, you're emotionally detached, wondering why you just want to have sex all day like most men who are emotionally detached. Just
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Let me do it.
Our name get in.
Let me do it.
all right, because our name always get called.
This is the thing,
Just-
right? Go raise y'all fucking kids. Go raise y'all kids. Because
internet
at the
should not
end
be
of the
raising your
day,
child.
this don't even make no sense. Like, oh my gosh. I remember my mom telling me that I cannot listen to Little Kim's album. She had Little Kim's album, and she looked me in my face and said, you cannot listen to that album. I don't care what you do. Don't put it on. You know what I did? I played that shit anyway.
Of course.
As a child, I played it anyway, and I listened to it anyway.
So how
and
you-
I didn't. But the fact of the matter is, because kids are gonna do what they want to do regardless. But as a parent, you have to give your child guardrails.
Your mom's just trying to raise you, and you listen to it anyway.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm going back to raise your kids, because Parker can't listen to Young Miami in front of my face. I'm not in the house singing the shit with my kid. I'm not in the house playing the unfiltered records in front of my kid. I'm not in the car playing the unfiltered records in front of my kids. You have to tell your child, this is not for you. Now, the kids are going to try, they're going to sneak, they're going to want to see, they're going to want to get to know. But as a parent, you have to let them know this is not for you. No. This is not for your age range. No. It is what it is. There's certain things that you cannot play in your house in front of your children. I don't give a fuck.
We have to admit that the culture that we are celebrating is deteriorating us as a society.
And you telling me the culture that we grew up on was better? You telling me? First of all,
he just mentioned X-Clan, Public Enemy.
That's I'm not talking. I didn't grow up like that.
I can tell when shit went downhill.
Where did it go downhill? Uncle Luke and them.
There's all types.
Master P,
Gin and Juice, and out
there. Snoop Dogg, bitches, and
Wu-Tang Clan out here.
All of that.
Things were celebratory.
They
danced. It wasn't about violence, and then it became that. It became bitches and hoes,
and
drugs and beer,
and
it just everything
it didn't start
went bad.
with Young Miami
now
and Cardi B.
Now, wait, let me hold un momento, por favor.
Because y'all niggas getting me tight.
I'm sorry for getting you tight, but I have I disagree. And I think that there needs to be some personal responsibility from us on what we are influencing our kids. They're looking at us. They emulate us. They look and see who's cool.
Exactly.
And they're only with you from 6 to 9. They go to sleep. They wake up at 5:36 to
and they go to
7:30,
school.
and they go and they spend the rest of their day looking at what society thinks is fucking cool.
No, and that's where parenting comes in. Because I remember sitting on this fucking couch and y'all niggas telling me like I'm mad
We're
strict.
not okay either.
That I'm mad strict.
Fuck
It's
the
strict
kids.
in my
We ain't
house.
okay either.
But no, it is strict because as a parent, right? My kid is not allowed to watch YouTube. My kid is not watching music videos. I do filter the music that she listens to. I do go, she's not allowed to do certain things. She's not allowed to watch certain things, be around certain things, because that's what parenting is. There are songs, like I said, I'm going to listen to the Young Miamis and the Plutos of the world. I'm going to listen to Monterey. I'm listening to all that shit, but not in the house with my kid. When my kid is in the house, that's never getting played.
I want to hear what Mel got to say. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sean.
I just got to jump in real quick before Mel, because I could agree and I could personally give a testimonial to what Tahoe is saying. Like even as growing up in a 2-parent household with great role models in the house, we were still impressionable with these rappers and stuff. Like I remember in like the late 80s, early 90s, X-Clan, Public Enemy, Brand Nubian. Everybody was God body. Everybody was positive. Black medallions, no gold. Like that was the move. That was the vibe. We was all on it. And in '93,
Wu-Tang.
Switch.
It was
a switch.
Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Death Row Records.
That's what I grew up
Tupac,
on.
It was a switch.
And I remember we the same kids, but now we got bandanas wrapped around the head, ball heads, Onyx, and all this shit. And what happened? We get in a fucking big fight and we get kicked out of college and we back home. I cannot tell you that shit was not an influence.
Directly.
It was an influence.
Directly.
Like that's who we were influenced by. That was the culture. I smoked weed every day, 5 times a day, partially because my favorite rappers were doing the same. Redman, Black Moon, all of them. I can't say I wasn't not influenced. And listen, I grew up the way you're supposed to grow up, with parents that was in my life. But it's still, we can't give that argument that we are not impressionable. These kids are impressionable.
These kids are super impressionable. And this is what I'm saying. Like, there are guardrails as a parent. You have to be super hyper vigilant. It's these damn phones. You need to get off your phone too and see what the fuck your kids are doing. And I don't care if I run a strict program in my house. I run a strict program in my house. I don't care if I say everybody in this house got to stop for an hour and read a book. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody in this house. I don't care if you just visit in this house. Everybody in this house. It doesn't matter. Like,
this man just told you how much programming his parents put him in Jack and Jill.
I don't believe
They
it.
had him in dashikis. They had him doing all of these things around positive, black, successful
But the minute
people.
you find somebody that you look up to,
throw your guns in the air.
We all like this.
Boop, boop, boop. The minute
And
he
I
heard
can
it.
so let me spin this to y'all, right? Because y'all was you talking about early '90s hip hop, and I can spin it to you right for the Caribbean side. All right, I grew up listening to Vibes Cartel.
Big, massive.
My name is Mel Vibes because I thought I wanted to be like Vibes Cartel. I'm talking about everything he sang about, when he lived, all that shit. Even though it was completely toxic and poisonous.
Toxic
You
as
couldn't
fuck.
tell me when "Set Me Free." Come on, everybody saying, I got it. Right? We all singing and we all want to be, and it is true. Like, no matter how much upbringing you may have had, the minute something resonates in your brain, I don't know what it is in your psyche, all of a sudden, just like, that shit, I don't know what he said, what he on. And so, yes, yes, I don't necessarily agree with the kind of music that are influencing our women. I can say that. But who's in control of that, and why are they allowing that to happen? That is the bigger question. It's not even Young Miami. Young Miami's not the problem.
I definitely don't agree she's the problem.
Young Miami's not
definitely
the
don't
problem.
think she's the
Spend That is not the problem. Cardi B ain't the problem. It's why are these things constantly being allowed to be forced into our heads and into our kids' heads? Why are these things constantly being allowed to be forced into our kids' heads? That is where the bigger question lies. And once we really get to the root of that, then we can kind of figure out like the rest of the shit.
I think I realize why I don't understand. Y'all are men. We listen to the same music, and I was not as impressed upon the music as y'all probably were because I'm a girl. But I think that now that the music is more female rap centered, than it is male rap centered, that the girls have more of like the toxic type of music as the boys did growing up and that the boys do have. So now it's becoming like a different issue. But I also think that we raise our daughters. Like, daughters are raised. We have way more rules and restrictions and all of that from birth than y'all probably ever had, which is another reason why I don't see it as being like a big issue, because I know like I would have got my ass handed to me like dragged if I even tried to emulate any of the music that I listened to. So I kept it just to listening to it.
You had Trina.
Yes. Kim, Foxy.
Eve.
No, because
Eve wasn't even raunchy like that. Eve was.
She wasn't raunchy. She was on some.
She had Left Eye.
Yeah. Oh, you going just raunchy?
It was a limited amount.
Left Eye, Dina Howard.
I want to be clear. I do not want to focus just on the women with this.
Right.
I'm talking about the entire culture of what we're putting out there as cool and fire.
Yeah.
The drill rap. My godson was a drill rapper.
It's disgusting, actually.
That's all he talked about, was putting people in packs, and he had to live that. He was doing all this shit. I didn't even understand. I'm telling you, gone. And this is what they all do. We have to realize that what we are pushing out there. You and I have built certain systems in our life that we. Like, I don't give a fuck whether I'm standing on the couch at 4 a.m. I'm on my way to work at 6:30.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I'm dragging myself to work halfway. I gotta be at work at 7 at 8 o'clock. I gotta be at work. Yeah. These kids don't have that. They will literally go to school and be in the stairwell or in the bathroom and fuck their whole shit up. And us as parents, we have to realize what the programming is doing to us. And I'm also gonna say, I tried to say it before. You was trying to prove your point, and I think the women are just balking at the fact, like, yo, what? Y'all niggas talking about AKs and and y'all not doing nothing. But as soon as Meg twerk or as soon as Young Miami does this, it's a whole thing, which is going into patriarchy, misogyny, I don't know, whatever it is. But very quickly, it's fucking us up too. It's fucking the men and the women relationship up too. It's fucking the way the men are viewing themselves too and our behaviors. It's fucking with the way the women are showing up and y'all behaviors. It's fucking like spend your money. Yo, I was over here last week with niggas that was talking about spending. They bought a table and the table was $5,000 and why this nigga didn't put up $1,300 for the table, but he ain't having he didn't buy nothing. It's like, yo, bro, why is that our culture? We ain't got enough. We don't own enough to be trying to prove to each other that I got $1,300 to be putting down because you my man.
To sit at a table and drink liquor that's 5 times more expensive inside this club than it is outside. I just did that, so
why
now
are we doing this? Niggas is wearing $2,000-$3,000 outfits and going to sleep in their mom's crib.
So let me say this. Let me say this about the Carisha thing real quick before y'all move on to that. Right? Here's where the issue is always going to lie, because the thought process is women are the first mothers, the first teachers, right? The women, and I'm people are going to disagree, but this is some of the thought process that I can gather. Women are the first teachers. So what are you teaching if that's what you're promoting? Like, what are you? I mean, the first thing you're supposed to be teaching is in the house as a mom. Right?
Is
is how to conduct yourself, how to structure yourself, how you're supposed to be outside, how you're supposed to function outside. But then they may look at somebody that say that
God bless you, brother.
I mean, no, for real, no, seriously. No, I mean, seriously, right?
God bless you. I'm just going to chill.
Friend, no.
Go ahead, have fun. No, finish, Mel.
No, I'm not.
Don't be scared
but
of
I'm
her.
saying no. I'm not. No.
Grown-ass
What I'm
man.
saying is like, so that's why Carisha particularly is taking the flack. Like, or you said you use Meg Thee Stallion, or they're going to take the flack because that's how some people are looking at this.
Listen, everybody got to parent their kids. Like, mothers are not the first teachers. Your parents are your first teachers. Your father being there or not being there is your first teacher. What your parents allow you to be around and be exposed to at a certain age are your first teachers. I think this goes back to the conversation that we had a couple weeks ago, Tahoe, when we were talking about how there's no like separation between what we listen to and what our kids listen to. Like we're doing all the same things. And I think that that's also part of the problem in a lot of households. Your Sunday cleanup music cannot be motherfucking Carisha.
Agreed.
Like it can't. Like you have to make a conscious decision on how you choose to show up in the eyes of your child. Point blank, period.
But
there's nothing else to talk about.
This is what people are giving like a lot of these female artists some flack about. Like I feel that that's part of the reason that they're
But
giving
it's
some-
not
I don't
their
agree, but-
fault. Just the same way Kim said back in the day, it's not my job to raise y'all kids. It's your job to raise your kids. I'm rapping for and I'm talking to motherfucking adults. At the end of the day, what the music industry is kind of putting our kids at a disservice because we don't have the B2Ks anymore. We don't have the little Bow Wows and the little Romeos anymore. Like the kids don't have their own artists to look up to anymore. So they're listening to the same thing that the adults and the parents are listening to, where we had more of a variety when we were growing up back in the day. Like the Britney Spearses and the Christina and the Backstreet Boys, and they don't exist any. The NSYNCs, they're not here. So that's part of the problem, yes. But as a parent also, you have to filter what you have and what you do around your kids. It can't be I'm grown, so no. You gotta turn shit off when your kids is in the house. You gotta put your own headphones on when your kids is in the house. Your kid walk in the room, you gotta pause Love Island. You can't let the shit play out when the baby walking in the room. Like there's certain things you can't do. Maybe you can't watch Love Island in the house. Like me. Sometimes I gotta watch that shit on my work computer.
I agree with you, Dodge. My only pushback is it reminds me of when you tell kids, do what I say, not do what I do.
Right.
So if we're listening to it in our spare time, even if the kids aren't around, then you're still setting an example. If you don't want the kids to absorb it and you think it's toxic, then maybe I think the best thing we should do is not support that music.
No.
If you personally don't feel like this is music is appropriate for black people, and here's the thing, and I'm not saying that we
I will not.
I'm not saying that we boycott her. I'm not saying that we cancel her. I think there's room for everybody to exist as an artist, especially if you're authentic. If that's who you are authentically are, then and that's your art.
I disagree with you.
I'm listening to spin that all summer. I'm gonna be on the fucking table. I'm gonna be shaking ass, and I'm gonna do all the things. I do, and I am having a hot girl. I'm having a great one at that.
You have to take the consequences.
I don't have no consequences with my child though.
Listen,
because she ain't gonna see it.
Yet.
No, I know.
Yo, I don't want no disrespect.
No, I know. Because she ain't gonna see it. She ain't gonna be around it. She don't know what I listen to.
You don't listen. You don't listen to none of that stuff around your kid.
Fuck no.
Even when you drive and it come on, you ain't singing it along.
Fuck no.
Yo, good question in the comment. Do y'all think these types of songs affect adults?
Yes.
Of course it does.
Of course it does.
Yeah, we said that. Of course it does.
Of course it does.
I remember when I was DJing in the strip club, yo, there's certain songs that come on. Niggas start tipping crazy.
Automatically, your energy shifts.
Yeah, all of a sudden you spending way more money.
It's crazy.
Chicks is going crazy. The niggas is going crazy.
It is crazy.
Just off the vibrations of a certain song.
It is crazy.
My man just came home from prison, right? We spoke about his son passing. Don't clip this. Drew, don't clip this. The nigga, so he's been, if y'all been seeing me with a lot of designer clothes, he's a super crazy booster, probably the craziest booster in the world.
So fuck me.
My
birthday next week.
So send that link.
When he needs something, he'll go get whatever, then return it for the credit and be like, yo, I got the credit, or yo, I got these, whatever. And he knows my sizes, everything now, right? So he's bringing me Prada. I just got some fucking shit that I ain't never seen before.
I need some Prada, bro.
Some shit that
I need the OG boosters. Bring them back.
Right? He sold me the pants for $300. They $1,700 pants.
Gatekeeper.
Right?
Son, wow, gatekeeper.
Wait. So because he's like, I need this flight. I got to get to Ruggs party in Miami. No, in Miami, right? This weekend. 5 a.m. This nigga, yo, I need 500. I got you. I got Valentino jacket, these 2 Valentino shirts, this, that, and the other. Because he's in the party.
And he needs to buy more. Yeah.
You ain't even got nothing.
Listen.
He always going to have bread. Burger don't do that. Always going to have bread. But It's the influence of what's going on around you. To have to stay in the Joneses that you calling your working homeboy with 5 kids to get a pound.
Yo.
That you willing to auction
You want a
off
Valentino
this
jacket?
shit
Not
that's
at 5
worth
a.m.
$4,000.
Not at 5 a.m.
This
You
shit
got
worth-
Chanel's?
Yo, I swear to God.
I need help.
Nah, yeah,
I need a
some
Chanel.
products.
I don't believe in spending full price for
I
things.
agree with you on that.
I want the boosters.
I support the boosters. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I will
Son.
give the boosters my money.
Son.
I'm sorry. I do. I do as well.
This nigga gatekeeping.
Yeah, you were you gatekeeping for a time. You
Can I
playing,
get a
bro? I need a
shirt,
link,
nigga?
bro. I need a
Give me no
link
Jay-Z
one
shit?
time.
Fuck is you talking about?
That's
I need a link
crazy.
one time, bro.
You want a Jay-Z t-shirt, I want a Valentino jacket. That's not even comparable, bro. You're wildin'.
crazy.
When on my scamming
play
at where
what
his
we
friends
play.
at? Niggas at spending our time.
Listen. I feel like we too comfortable as a people.
I feel like y'all niggas is
And
too
I feel like we
comfortable.
go for anything. I feel like we go
You
for
know what a
anything.
lot of people are right now? Like the short fuck it.
YOLO.
Come on, that
We
fucking-
gave
like,
up.
That's where a lot of people
Yeah,
are in that
we gave
mind
up.
frame.
Yeah,
Like
we
a
gave
lot
up.
of people are in that mind frame. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it,
Yeah.
yo. We
Hey, that good face. I like that face that you just did, Mel.
When
We
I
gave
said
up.
Carisha, that's authentically who she is, and she got a right to make the music. You disagree? Why so?
I disagree that we should. I disagree that we like. We should have that. That should be. They're pushing that on us because they see the effect. The black dollar don't even stay in the community at all, bro. We are suffering because we are not in control of our own power. They're doing whatever they want with us. We're spending our money just to stay in the Joneses or whatever, and they're pushing it on us in every which way. You think it's by like happenstance that all of this shit is in front of us? They're the ones who control our
It's to
industry.
the degradation of our people. It's on purpose.
They
It's design.
control
It's by
it,
design.
and they
So,
doing it in every which way.
Yeah.
Listen,
Two
I love the
things can be
song.
true.
When I first heard the shit, I said, no, this shit is gonna slap. And I knew that it was too slow. I remember they sped it up to like 1.5, and the shit was.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah,
like,
nice
yo, this
little
shit
groove.
tough.
They got a nice little groove to
This
it. You
shit
can't
tough.
deny it.
That shit.
Yesterday, you see me on Twitter. I was talking about this shit. I was like, yo, why y'all hating? Let the girl do her thing.
Can't be mad
So
with
I'm
it.
proud that she's doing her thing.
Can't be mad
But
with it, but-
on a
On a deeper level, it's so much more. It's so much more to it on a
who
deeper
and
level.
what are we?
What I'm saying.
And what do we stand for?
Two things can be true. Yes, the music industry does push certain records, and that might be part of the whole propaganda and everything. But also, the alternative is what, censorship? You don't think that an artist that grow up and that's their truth, that's who they authentically are, should be able to make art reflecting that, whether it's negative or positive?
He has a point.
No,
He
I
has a
think
valid
artistry is artistry, but we also shouldn't be pushing certain people's trauma onto our community.
Here's the thing, though.
They
Here's
are
the thing,
part
though.
of
Here's the
our
thing, though. That's-
community, though.
If you
Musically,
just, if you just a whore because you was out selling pussy and all that, no, I don't want my daughter listening to your music. I'm sorry.
But
Don't
y'all
support
can't
it.
say
And
that.
We don't have to support it, but people that identify with that, let them support it.
But y'all can't say that because again, you talk about the music that y'all was already kind of grown when I'm talking about the music that I'm growing up on. You talking about like the NWAs, you talking about the selling of the drugs, the fuck the police and all of that stuff. These are real life experiences
That's
from
fucked
these
up our
people. It fucked up your shit because what? Why did it fuck up your shit? Because I listened to the music too and I was not fucked up. I'm telling you, it's just because
didn't
we was
identify
raised
with the
differently.
artist.
We was just raised
You didn't
differently.
identify with
Nah,
them.
it opened your mind mentally to something different. Like if
To
you
what?
was from the suburbs, like if you was a kid
It
from
was
the
just
suburbs,
fun.
and then NWA came on or Ice Cube came on, all of a sudden you were like, yeah, I could, yeah, I feel like
I really think-
it automatically changed. It literally does something to the psyche of the people, and it's like literally by design.
I just think that music is fun and certain songs are meant to have fun with. It's not meant to be serious. I don't want to be dead ass about it. I don't want to do a whole like dissect of what the music means and its deeper meaning and da. I think some things are just supposed to be fun and some things are supposed to be intentional.
Yeah, but in the grander scheme of things, that's kind of what they want people to feel. Like, nah, just enjoy the music, not realizing the psychological impact that it truly is having consistently. Like that's literally by design. Like.
But I think then as adults, again, we are allowed to control that and control our spaces. Like for me personally, my younger friends make fun of me all the time because I have a Pandora. I don't really do Spotify, Apple Music. It's kind of trash, but I do have Pandora. If I'm listening to music on Pandora, if I open my Pandora right now, it's like Anita Baker station. It's like Aretha Franklin station, Erykah Badu station. Like, these are the things that I listen to all the time. Like, I'm really in my auntie vibe. But when I want to go out and I want to have fun, I want to hear all the little stupid ass songs. But these are not the songs that are in my house. These are not the songs that I'm playing all the time. Right. I have like my Barris and all of this stuff. Like, these are the songs that I'm playing in my house all the time on my speakers. I'm not playing bullshit because I understand that I have a 7-year-old at home. Not that I don't listen to it, not that I don't enjoy it. I just have to enjoy things in the spaces in which I'm supposed to enjoy it, which is out, which is at the club, which is at the lounge, which is when I'm out with my girls. But when I'm with my kids, I can't turn it on.
Does that not go back to the point I was trying to make about women being the first teachers and the first example leaders? Does that go back to that?
Parents. You guys say parents.
No. But I'm talking about the female artists that we're, because now Carisha and female artists are taking flack for what they're also kind of pushing out. Mm-hmm. So doesn't that kind of go back to you lead by example? You know
I guess, but I think that also goes into, I really believe that there's a time and place for things, and I think that certain things kids should not be exposed to. They just shouldn't. I'm gonna continue to run a tight ship in my house for as long as I possibly can.
Right. I can't even sing. I got a gun song, so I can't sing much. But I mean, like, and it worked. See? But I know I can't. But I'm also we're looking at, like you said, two things could be true at the same time. The song has a groove that you can't deny when you hear it, whether you like the message or not. The song, because me, I don't necessarily agree with the message, but when you hearing it and you got a little zip in your hand, you got a girl in front of you, and you come on, it's like, this could work.
Because the question is,
but then when you're home, you're not trying to hear spend that shit,
right?
Scamming. You ain't trying to hear when you're home, but when you're in that mood, like you said, when you're in that zone, that space is like.
Because where are all the scamming ass niggas at?
Okay, there's a.
That's a good question I have.
I just showed you one. There's a video that I was listening to that I saw, but it brought up a different question for me. Obviously, I am going to play it. That's what I do. I really like playing videos on it.
Clip inside of a clip.
Right.
Yeah. Let me see.
Inception in this hoe. What?
5 of the most diabolical rap lyrics I've ever heard in my fucking life. Part 3. Number 5. LL Cool J, the single, clap your hands.
Soccer MCs really make me sick. I'm so bad, I can suck my own dick.
All I gotta say is,
Time out.
I'm on for self-love and self-gratification. However, lines need to be drawn. And number 4, Miss Train Bean. Off of her single, The Baddest Bitch.
See, if I had the chance to be a virgin again, I'd be fucking by the time I'm 10.
Oh my God, today. Oh,
Huh?
Hell no. Hell no.
This is what I'm talking
And
about.
number 3, MC Light on Too Young for What was absolutely fucking tweaking.
It may sound nasty and it may sound mean, but I'm into little boys that are about 17. I don't know why, but they put up a fight, and hot damn, that excites the MC Light. Cause yo, I love a young buck. They give a fun.
Y'all whole generation
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Back to a maker, and if you got a daughter older than 15, I'm a raper.
Like using your dick as a
Whoa.
weapon. It's crazy. That's not what it was the intended use. You know what? Pause, bro.
Pause.
A lot of y'all like to argue, oh, it's just satire, just a metaphor, just the theme of the song. I don't give a fuck. He wouldn't really do that. You don't know that man. You don't know that lady. There's somebody out there who would, and they use this as fuel. And at the number 1 spot, I have to go pray after this. It's UGK, their song. I don't even want to repeat this. Pregnant Pussy.
I can satisfy and at the same time give a kid a pacifier. I love it when I bust that old nut, cause I know that a baby just gon' lick it all up. Now if she got a boy, it ain't fun. But if she got a girl, then it's 2 pussies for the price of 1.
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I've been telling y'all generation, y'all are fucked up. Y'all was really fucked up, and y'all ain't have there was no type of stipulations
terrible.
on y'all shit.
I never
this
even
the
heard
shit
them.
that y'all was listening to, and y'all
never
mad
heard
because of
those.
scamming ass niggas spin. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's why the whole
God
shit is
damn.
mad funny to me, because it's like the whole
You
Miami
can't contra-
shit.
like y'all sound
It's
super
like I don't
contradictory.
even
You mad at it,
understand.
like you
Yeah.
mad at it.
So-
I don't even know where y'all taking the
This is where
culture.
God damn.
I do want to make a difference, though.
Oh, God.
There are certain songs that the subject matter is terrible, but not all of them, the hook, it's like a sing-along song. It's like,
It's infectious.
I'm encouraging you to sing with me. Like, the whole crowd sings along.
So
It's
you back 'cause
different
the hook not
if it's
fire?
a sing-along hook. And it's also different if it's like the drill music, as terrible as it is, none of the drill music are hit records. They're not, none of them is the song of the summer, like widespread. It's within a certain tight tight knit community.
I was about to say computers is like a New York anthem.
There's no sing along part of computers where
Bobby
run his whole shit and run your mouth.
The hook on Spend That.
All these social networks.
Bobby Shmurda. That was a thing for. That was a thing.
All these social networks.
All these social networks. These computers.
Okay, from an artist standpoint, I can understand what you're saying,
Again,
right?
I'm not saying that all these other songs were ignorant, but you could. And again, I'm not for canceling her or not playing the song, but I could argue like, yo, you gotta draw the line somewhere. Like some shit, it's a little over the top because of how the song is placed and the sing-along aspect, and it's in the hook. It's not in the verse.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what's funny? It's funny to me that I feel like people would have a conversation about Miami song. Oh, first, let me say, I apologize to Young Miami. I wrote her off. I thought she was done. So I want to apologize and say, yo, my bad. I thought you was done, right? Because it's important to come back and be like, yo, I got that wrong. Like, so I definitely did that. Congrats on her for her song. The record is moving. But I think it's funny that people have this conversation about her and this record, and it's like people are more mad at her for making a record than the niggas that are actually scamming. Like nobody will say nothing to that
argument too.
Like nobody's gonna ever say like, hold on, why are these niggas? Why are we just around these niggas? Like why are we saluting these guys?
Because they fun.
It's one thing for people to do. It's another thing to celebrate it and have you sing along.
But that's the same thing. And that's hip hop though. It's one thing to gangbang. It's another thing to celebrate it. It's always
one thing to drug deal.
It's one thing to drug deal was
right.
It's the same thing. We can't move.
And
the
I'd rather a
goalposts.
drug dealer than a drug user. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
two things can be true at the same time. I think that's just really what we got to kind of, especially with this on this particular topic. Two things can be true at the same time.
But like, what was wrong with y'all? Like, so y'all used to hear this shit on records when y'all was growing up, and y'all niggas didn't cringe or nothing.
Never heard none of that shit.
I'm asking y'all specifically.
So the reason I asked about this is because I saw the criticism, and I've always seen the criticism for Biggie's.
You look so good, I can suck your daddy dick. Yeah.
Crazy.
And I just always felt like nobody thought he was gay for that.
Right.
So what did y'all think? Did y'all think back then?
I think it was singing along to that shit too. Like
we were in the era of Slick Rick saying that he looked inside a girl's pussy and he seen crabs and spears and Indian drums going, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. It was the era of just being as impossible
outlandish
as
possible.
ever.
Yeah.
And it was shock. And we didn't, and everything to me wasn't pause. We wasn't, gay people was not in the heterosexual we wasn't thinking about gay people. They was over there and that was what they did and what we did was us, and nobody was thinking about fucking niggas if you wasn't gay. We wasn't thinking about fucking niggas.
I gotta disagree with you there because I think you're taking the homosexuality part and replacing it with the predatory part, and that's where I think that's where the issue is. Not necessarily homosexuality. Understand. I think the predatory nature of some of these records and some of the things that people are saying, it's not about it being gay. It's about it being predatory. It's about it being almost.
No, it isn't.
No, you're referring to Paul. You're referring to me. Like,
I'm talking.
Like,
I'm not.
You talking about the Biggie lyric?
No, I'm not talking. No. I'm talking about.
He's talking about all of that shit that you just played.
All of the stuff that he played.
So I'm talking about the Biggie.
Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad.
No, the Biggie shit.
No, not the Biggie shit was crazy, but
Mel, the mic.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That nigga got tired of us.
No.
But this is what I'm saying, right? For us to have this argument about Young Miami or any of like the rapping music that's happening now and the influence on children. But y'all came from an era where y'all were saying things like you can't get none of those bars off today. Like not one of them.
No, listen. We're talking about we went through the influence. Yeah. We felt the influence. We experienced it. We suffered from the influence. Yeah. That's what we're telling you.
But like,
we're telling you firsthand why this is a problem.
Yeah,
I could
that makes
attest
sense.
to it. That makes sense. This helped shape who we were.
music is powerful.
Yeah, I definitely used to hear people back in the day say that, like, records like Annie Up, shit like that, used to make them want to go rob
And we
people.
would fight in the tunnel with Annie Up.
And Annie Up came out, that was brawl music.
You're
that was
brawling.
brawl music.
I've heard that.
Anybody.
Yeah. I heard that
music.
growing up. That's something I always heard growing up.
With
Yeah,
anybody.
that was banging me. That was music. That was yeah. So I think what it is, right? Let me just say this, right? Even let's go back to the Young Miami. A whole country of 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds are singing "When am I giving it?" Because, and that, to our point, it's influential, right? Even just like the Biggie was and all that stuff. But I don't know. Did it seem the same then? Like, did it seem as potent? Like a lot of the, I wouldn't say poisonous music, like the way it is now, like it's all over in our face because it's through social media, it's everything. Back then, you had to buy certain records to hear it. It wasn't played on the radio. It wasn't in social media. It wasn't on TV shows. Biggie didn't have not Love Island. Biggie didn't have reality TV to be on to be singing that shit. So you heard it, like if you bought his album, you knew the music, you heard that. So you took good, suck your daddy dick, pause. Yeah. Right. But now it's Carisha's everywhere for every age range.
Again,
whether your daughter got an iPad, she got a little iPad. It'll be clipped in somewhere with some of the Legos crap, and so
that's why you got to take your kids off of YouTube.
So that's kind of, I feel like, where the argument comes in. Again, I agree with you. If the art is reflecting a life that you live and you can sing about it and make it sound harmonious, and then by all means, then let her rock. I don't know why people giving them that much flack. Yeah, it's what you're talking about is trash. Yes, but it's groovy, and you over there like, oh, okay.
I think it says more about where hip hop is today. Where hip hop is today, more than anything, right? And the other day I went to look just randomly. Sometimes I just go look at the charts just to see what hip hop is up there, right? Because I want to know, who's competing, who's dominating along with the other genres. Y'all know who's in the top 40 right now?
Drake.
Hip hop wise.
Hip hop wise.
Drake,
and a bunch of people we can't even name.
Don Toliver. There might be one person I'm missing, and Young Miami. This is scattered from 1 to 40, right? And as I looked at it, and Miami's record has gone up like a good amount of spots.
She got like
right?
25 right now or something like that, right?
19 or something like that. So what that tells me is that the people, not only are the label is going to push it, right? They're seeing that it's working online, so they're going to push it. But also the people are consuming this, right? We've gotten a lot of music this year from multiple hip hop people, right? But it's not cutting through in the same way that some of the music used to cut through, right? Take it back to Lil Baby, right? 2018, right? How we always see Lil Baby, we always see Gunna, we always see certain people, and and that was, I feel like, what people was listening to at a high clip. That's why you see Baby and these people with the crazy metrics for the last decade. So I think it's a mix between the industry pushing that and only supporting that, and what we're listening to and buying as consumers. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like both of those things are weighing on us right now in hip hop, and that's why that's the record that we're looking forward to, because it's one of the only records that's bringing everybody together. Outside of the Drakes of the world, right? It's not many. It's not many records that guys and girls both universally like together and sing along together with. You know what I'm saying? That even that style of music is like, it's not that many records, and you're a DJ Trom, so very few records that like, yo, I could go to this to get everybody.
There's no good party records no more.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. Like, so this I feel like we're taking a summer anthem and we're turning it into like, and talking about it as if it's like a classic song. Like I don't think it's going to stand the test of time. I think it's just a party song. It's the summertime. It's just a song that's going to get the party going in the clubs right now in the summer. By November, nobody's going to care.
No, but it's also opening the debate for what is good music and what is not. What should we be pushing, right, to our audiences, to the younger generation. This really opens up a conversation that either has been constantly skipped over, or just really, really just needs to be had. Because realistically, like he's saying, it's like you're saying, it's summer or something, but it's also open to debate. There's a lot of good music that people put in positive music, and it will never get airplay. I agree. It will never get spun. Right. It will never, because the labels are like, we're good on that. Yeah, give us.
Because it don't get the party going.
I do think that Dodge is approaching this from the wrong way, because is this not just misogyny? Like, seriously, this isn't the song that we need to be making this argument about.
Right.
Correct.
This song in
It's
itself is not
horrible.
It's not.
the
It's not that
song
bad.
where you're like, yo, we need to change all of this.
Yeah.
This isn't it.
Sure
If we was gonna do that, we should have did that way more with WAP.
Sexy
Right.
red.
With wet ass pussy.
With
We
a
should
lot
have
of that,
done
yeah.
wet ass pussy, which they did it. They did it.
They did.
But that was the one where social media should have been like, we seen it.
And then there were
but not spin that. Like
fourth,
it's like,
fifth, sixth, and seventh grade, eighth grade girls talking about WAP and this and WAP and WAP because it became so cultural.
That
It became
blame
cultural
they
slang.
mothers.
It became a cultural, a part
Alright,
of
so
our
then-
urban dictionary.
So what is it then? What is it? If it is misogyny, then what is men's problem?
with the song?
Yeah, what's the
I
male
say?
problem?
Because realistically, it sounds like it's gonna sound like hate. It's gonna sound like a lot of hate because why? Because you mad that song is doing well and it's gonna sound like
You
hate.
don't want your daughters negatively influenced, but y'all are okay with y'all sons being negatively influenced. And once you have a female-led song that talks about certain things that y'all think that little
In a
girls are
male-centered
going to
world.
attach to, now everybody is going crazy. But you can have every fucking song in the world talking about shoot 'em up, kill 'em, fucking Percocet, Molly Percocet, everybody on lean, everybody on these drugs and shit because that impacts your sons. But once you start talking about wet ass pussy and once you start talking about where all my scamming ass niggas at, then now everybody got a feeling. Now everybody has an opinion because God forbid women put out music that is going to quote unquote influence young girls the wrong way. It goes back to the same thing. Y'all care more about raising y'all daughters than y'all care about y'all fucking sons. Y'all sons can listen to the bullshit all day.
I feel like Meg Thee Stallion is a good barometer for what you think about black women.
I love Vince Neil.
Someone recently told me she can't keep trying to ruin people's lives. By getting shot and cheated on? How you ruin somebody's life by them shooting you? How could you do this to me? You ran your body directly into my bullets. Male artists are celebrated for shooting people. On the other hand, female artists are denigrated for getting shot. Let a rapper kill somebody, they sails through the goddamn roof. We be like, man, that's a real nigga, man. Or if they get shot, the general consensus is, man, he hard as fuck, man. That nigga survive anything, nigga. A nigga like Iron Man. Male artists are celebrated for having as much sex as humanly possible. For a woman, relationships you've had are used as justification for you to die. What's that meme of the white girl with the math in the sky? Here's another thing. Young Miami song. It's an amazing melody. The subject matter is decrepit, but it's a very American record. I feel like the founding fathers could have been singing that song. Where are my scamming ass niggas at? All them damn treaties they was breaking with the Native Americans. It was scamming. Point being, American society is based on scamming. But it seems that women artists are invariably blamed for the situations they inherit. Janet Jackson, case in point. Her titty get pulled out, she get canceled. Men get shot, it's her fault. Make it make sense. I wrote an essay about this shit on my Substack this week. Comment, subscribe to read it.
Oh, I love
No,
him.
we don't read Vic Mensa. Thank you.
Who we?
I mean, he has a point.
He has a point.
He has a point.
This is why I was saying misogyny. This is why I was saying that. I know the word is run down because it's thrown at us so much and we like,
Also, can I add too? Like, I think it's not just the song and subject matter. I think it's also the person too, right? I think because we viewed her, especially coming off of the Diddy shit, right? There's a certain view of her, right? Maybe being,
too sexual.
I would say too sexual, less than, I guess, maybe viewing her from a lesser perspective, I guess. JT left, right? She didn't really look good with the music. So I think for her to come back with this type of force, it's like people were like, come on, how she get it? Like you said, Mel, like how she get it, but I didn't get it, or my man over here didn't get it.
And that's literally
and you see everybody, like I said, men and women, like I said, remember, Charm, that's rare, men and women celebrating your music. So for both people to celebrate that at the level, it's like, oh, hell no. How did she get that to happen?
I love it. I love seeing a redemption story.
Yeah, I think it's great. That's why I said
I'm glad you
apologize.
apologize.
No, I said that when I was after the teacher hop, Dodge, when I went home, I said, yo, the next time I pod, I have to apologize to her.
I'm really proud of him for doing that because I look at Cardi. 7 years not releasing the album. We been wrote her off. We was like, man, she getting her shit off on Twitter, on Spaces. She just on Instagram just took, girl, you don't want to make no more music. You good. You got enough money. Fuck it. And then she drops this Sophomore project is one of the, I don't know how many Sophomore projects that were that good from any artist, like in a long time. in a long fucking time. Redemption, Drake. I know we got the Drob over there. Drob.
Not you talking shit, Tahoe VO.
Listen, I love Drake. I'm not gonna say I counted him out, but I did not expect this to happen.
Where she at?
That nigga went nuts. Redemption.
All of my ups, they did.
Redemption, right? Carisha.
I want to go outside right now.
After everything she went through with that, the whole public breakup of City Girls, all those different songs that just went bloop, bloop, getting dropped, the podcast getting dropped off Revolt.
Right. Putting out the music not working.
It was just looking sad, bro. And JT's fucking just looking horrible. We was like, y'all need to get back together. This is bad. What are y'all doing?
I don't understand why so many people wrote Carisha off. Like Carisha didn't keep the City Girls lit while JT was in jail.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't the
doing
case.
nothing. It wasn't moving. The songs wasn't.
I don't think that I ever wrote her off.
She didn't have any songs. Remember, they didn't have any songs.
She got wrote off because I think JT is the person that really does the music, right? Carisha, I think, is just she's there for the life, right? She's not really like I don't give a fuck about making music. Yeah, like that. Right? So I feel like when JT was locked up and Carisha had to hold it down, it's like, all right, I could hold this down for this time period because I'm not, it's not like I got to be making the music and I got to really be out here rapping and putting together the songs. So when JT comes back, JT, she's full on dropping music, freestyles and all that. And Miami was doing what? Chilling with Diddy, beaches, yachts.
Wait, JT, your body looks amazing right now.
You know what I'm saying? So
y'all seen that shit?
I haven't seen her since she got out. I haven't seen anything. You gotta show me that.
No. She is damn near in lingerie rapping. She got this song out. It's like black and white.
Something new?
Yo.
I didn't see it.
Whatever you did.
But yeah, she got to come outside now. She can't stay inside with the spin.
That shit. She gotta
come outside.
Y'all gotta see JT's new video. I said, when she got all this?
Where you get this from?
Uzi spent a bag on that new body.
Jesus fucking.
You think they be having a twerk off in the house?
When you see a chick,
When you see what?
When you see a chick that clearly did some surgery to get their body, like you really admire it. Like I'm saying, you could look at it and be like, okay, that looks nice, but I don't be like, yo, that body is dope, because I'm like, that ain't your body. Like
it is now.
I don't know.
It's not the same. It don't hit the same when it's not natural.
Thank you. It don't hit the same when it's not natural. I can't give you your flowers.
Yeah. It's like seeing a dude like with a 6-pack, but then you find out he had surgery to get it done. And you're looking. Are you like?
Would y'all get if y'all was with y'all baby mothers, right? Mm-hmm. Say you was with your baby mothers still, and they body, did what happens during pregnancy. They worked hard at it. Would you get them a mommy makeover?
They work hard, like they try to lose it.
They try to lose
over a year. I will work out with you for a year straight.
If it doesn't, whatever reason, if just the breasts go long, the milk dries up. Like they used to have super perky titties, the milk dries up and they get long and just like flappy.
Yeah, I mean, how long
would you get them?
Long and flappy is wild.
Would you get them a mommy makeover?
If it helped her confidence and this is what she needed to be confident, yeah.
So why don't you understand another woman doing it?
Am I in support of that as like women are flaunting that as this is not?
You just said if it helps their confidence.
I'm not
if I'm with my woman and she got flappy titties now, I get it. Like if you had perky titties and then your titties are flappy now, and you would
rather women walk around with a fucking iron board body that are not comfortable fitting into these sheen dresses. They just don't look right. It's just not bodying. And they go spend a couple of dollars so they can feel confident about their body. We gonna look at them and feel away.
I don't know. I like it natural.
I'm not gonna knock nobody for doing what they want to do with their body.
Give me the flappy titties.
If you want to get the surgery,
I like beauty.
Like by all means, go for it, right? But that doesn't. I'm not gonna admire it the same. It's almost like if somebody like lucks up and wins the lottery, I'm not going to look at you for your business skills the same way I would somebody that actually went to school and really developed their acumen and their business knowledge and their financial literacy. I'm looking at y'all different. Y'all might be looking the same physically or on paper, but it's not the same admiration I'm looking at you.
Shout out to Iron Board Body. You get in the car. Shout out, yo, you look great. You, come with me. What are you talking about?
Nah, I like
you just going to stay with Iron Board?
I like a natural body.
You're staying with Iron Board.
Natural
Great personality,
body.
Iron Board.
No, I like a chick with some curves. But I'd rather you have your natural curves and it don't be outstanding.
It don't need to be over the top where it's just like it's blatant though. Like when it's blatant, it's like come on, we know.
Like, they don't all got to do that.
We know. We can
Ruby
see
Rose,
when the belly
y'all
button
knock down Ruby Rose?
stretch. We can see certain things.
You wouldn't knock down Ruby Rose?
Would I?
I wouldn't even know that. I wouldn't even know that she had work done.
Because that doesn't. That something like that doesn't move. That's something like that's not moving me.
Whole-headed.
Me personally, that does not go move me. That's.
I wouldn't even. If you ain't saying nothing, I wouldn't have even known that she had work done.
That doesn't move me.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all for being here for another episode. Mel.
Yes, sir.
One more time, please tell these people how to fucking find you.
Please follow me on Instagram, MEL.VYBZ. TikTok, same thing. Check out comedy, check out the music, check out the film. We doing some great things. We got the Struggle Up Diary, dope web series. I'm gonna send that to you guys.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, dope things happening. Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for letting me into space and being a part of what y'all, what you guys are building. It's dope. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much. To all of y'all out there that are having a hot girl, what is this? What is the Carisha movement? What is it? Is it spend that summer? Receive the money?
I don't know what it is. I just know I'm outside.
It can't be hot girl.
It's a scammy summer.
I'm outside.
Scammy summer.
It's a scammy summer.
It's a scammy summer. Where are the boosters at?
I know we're one of them.
Listen, I need a couple boosters right now.
We all
link
do.
my DM.
Call me.
Shout out to everybody out there.
Boosters and scammers, link me.
Please be safe, okay? Wrap it up, fellas. You don't want to have Aquariuses.
Hey. Yeah, we're not doing this, yo. We're not doing this.
Nah. Come after the summer. Don't come
bro,
during the summer.
make wise decisions. Ladies, gentlemen, make wise fucking decisions. Have a great summer. We will see y'all next week. So shameless.
Have a blessed one.